All right, Prelis, 1, 2, 3, first person in. Prelis, 1, 2, 3. Please tell me if you hear me. Can you hear me? No sound? I need a feedback. Yes, no sound, no sound. Mel, thank you. Thank you for responding. I need a couple of more people to tell me they can hear me so we can go forward. Up, sound, sound good now? Giffo Jess, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, loud and clear. Great goodies, thank you. Hearing you, sexy senior Dorothy T, thank you. All right, all the people sound checking with me, thank you. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special, big up, shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to the security guards. Shout out to the chefs in the kitchen, secretaries in the offices. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the garbage truck drivers and the garbage collectors. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. Shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Don't let that go over your head. Man, this morning has been frustrating. One little bit bag of frustration on the Christmas Eve, yeah. Uh, but we get past it, right? So here we are on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today is the 24th of December, 2024. One day, well, not even one day. We are hours away from Christmas Eve 2025. Big celebration for those who celebrate Christmas. I don't really like these holidays, to be honest with you. I don't really like them holiday here because people always go on like say them give something to put on all year, and no matter how much you give them is never enough. You know what I mean? Even when them not contribute to nothing, them want something from you kind of thing. I don't know. I'm just not into that kind of spirit for this time of the year. There are a lot of people out here who feel a certain type of way this time of the year too, because they don't have all the things that other people have. You know what I mean? It's like a festive kind of year, time of the year, and some people are under pressure and them not have nobody to complain to. All they have is more pressure and more stress. Shout out to the people them. Go make sure you check on your family members and make sure they're okay. Okay? Make sure them have what you're looking for, as in, you know, some woman out here, them not care if the man will commit suicide on Christmas Eve to blouse and skirt. As long as him give the gifts and bring the money and pay the bills and give her the amount she asks for and all these things. And if him dead to the on Christmas Eve, or she under her side man by Christmas morning. So go check on who you care for and make sure say it's more than about gifts and money and monetary things, and you actually care about people. There's a lot of people out here got fancy Christmas trees and a whole heap of big gifts under the Christmas tree, and they're unhappy as shit. I'm not one of them kind of people there. I like being happy, and I like people around me to be happy. I prefer skip all the Christmas tree and gifts and festivities and all that. A lot of people forget about real life, right? And mask everything else with how many gifts you can give and how expensive a gift is that you give and all that. Don't give me no gift. I don't want no gift from you. Give me love and give me real love. I'm good with that. Yeah, you don't even have to wrap it. And I'm good with that. So that enough people need, not no gifts. Yeah, we get caught up in these seasons. But it's that time of the year. So shout out to those and Merry Christmas when it comes to the people them who celebrate Christmas. Happy New Year when that come to, but Merry Christmas, cause tomorrow morning that for you. It ain't my type of season. It ain't my type of season. It's been commercialized. It's been a beer inconsiderate, and you don't notice that? Not even your picnic them don't like you if you don't wrap some gifts, put under the Christmas tree and get them the expensive this that they like and that they like. Half of the time the poor kids don't even know better. It be their damn mama or their parents that be making them feel like, well, you should have gotten this and your daddy could have and should have bought that. and them kind of something there, you know. But the bigger kids, them too, they're into it too. Like, if I don't get this or I don't get that, me not happy. Man, listen, you're healthy. You're healthy. Yeah, and that you forgive thanks for, because I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't give a damn how much money you have or how much gift you can buy. If you wake up sick tomorrow morning, on Christmas morning, not one of them gifts will mean a damn thing to you. None of your money will mean nothing to you unless it can buy back your health from some health specialist or something like that. So you're healthy, you're already gifted. You have your gift. You have your gift. Yeah, I can wrap up a little present for people and these kind of things and make them feel good pan special pan the day they choose to celebrate. But there's something inside of me that fights back against this time of the year. You know what I mean? I don't know. I love the festivities them still, because you know I'm like, how should I say it now? Somewhat contradictory, somewhat forced as well. Somewhat forced because you're a father of many, and you know some of them are look for them things and they're in the season and they go to school and they hear Christmas and they come home and their mother in them ears about Christmas and everybody around them is about Christmas. Them friends I get gifts and all. So you gotta like fall in line and make them feel like say them can't miss out the season neither. This is the realest thing I'm gonna say this morning to anybody out there. Don't overspend yourself, you see, for Christmas and Christmas gift. And when you say Happy New Year and January 1st lick, because January 1st, whole heap of people rent due, mortgage payment due, car note due, all them other important something they do. I see people spend out them last in a Christmas season leading up to, and then start the new year out stress narrated. Don't do it. Don't do it. And anybody who love you, care about you, is around you, close to you, they should understand that you have to live within your means. You understand? Live within your Ross means. And for those of you who are going to go get mad because somebody never give you something, if you get somebody sitting for put on during the year, then you can get mad. But if you never give nobody nothing for put on during the year, then you take what you get. And if it's words of encouragement, you take that. You don't have to be a gift wrapped up in anything. Just words of encouragement. Yeah? For real, healthy is truly the best gift from the Most High. Yeah, T95 South. And we trying to stay on that. You lose that health, you won't care if it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, whatever whatever the holiday is, you won't be in the festivities anymore. All you'll be trying to do is to get healthy again. So I'm like a child at Christmas, says Missy Brom Brom. Yeah, some people are like a child at Christmas. I'm not knocking who celebrates it. I've been forced to celebrate it for years now. I've been telling people for years I don't celebrate these holidays, but I've been forced to celebrate it. So you know, me just go along with the flow as it as it happened. I'm like the Chinese man that says, "Be like water." Yes, be like water. Water floats and flows. So me I try to be like water. I'm not trying to be like a brick. I try to be like water. And I'll fight the thing. It is what it is. Christmas is going to be here. They're going to make a big deal of it. You're going to be caught up in the process. Just go along with the flow. You know, it's one of them time of the year there where you just grin and bear it and then secretly pray for it to be over fast. God, please make this fast pass quick. That's, I celebrated enough. I'm done, says Claudette Sterling. I say gift giving is mostly for the kids. Yeah, but you got some parents out here who be giving them feel like them kids deserve some hundreds and hundreds of dollars of gifts. Them can't even pay them rotted bills. Them can't even pay them bills. But the kids deserve hundreds of dollars of gifts. You ever see people that buy out some 3, 4, 5-year-old some hundreds of dollars of gifts? They pick them play with it one time and fling it in our corner. That's it. So the kids don't even care. They're the ones who wanted to boost their ego and make them feel good, so them do something. Me buy my kids expensive gift or something like that. Pick them not care about that. You could actually, if your kid is below a certain age, you can literally go to the dollar store or go to a pawn shop, not pawn shop, but go to a second-hand store or go to wherever you want to go and clean it up, wrap it up nice and give them kids wouldn't give a damn. They would not care. So most of the time it's for people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hate when people give me gift, you know. Check out the science behind giving gifts. And I don't want nobody call me hypocritical. So, somebody gives you a gift, right? I feel like when people give gifts, it's a selfish act. Why? You're going to say, how SouFlo, they gave you a gift. That means they were thinking about you. Please don't try to make me like you. We are all individuals and we are all, you know, we're all created unique. I'm just bringing you into my world. That's why this name SouFLoTV, right? So I can be myself sometimes. So check it. You give me a gift, right? You say, here, SouFlo, this gift is for you. In my mind, the first thing I say to myself, coming on to say to you is, okay, I have to pretend to me like it now or be thankful. So I'm like, oh, ma, wow, you shouldn't have. Thank you so much. I'm faking already, right? But me I still show gratitude because you never had to. As a grown man, I've learned from way a long time ago that as a big person, nobody no owe you nothing. So if somebody give you something, I could have ear in your bicycle tire. If somebody give you something, you're thankful for it, right? Right. So I'm going to pretend I like it. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Then in my mind, I'm like, I hope there's something useful. Can't hear one. Me never ask you for this. And I have needs. You never consult me to find out what I need the most and then wrap it in a gift and give me. Those are the best gifts. That's why I prefer give money, right? Do something with the money here. Buy yourself something. I make the person who take the money see what they can do with the money. Let me see how I can use the money here to help me. Boy, him give me $200. You know, so my light bill was $150 and I never did really know how to pay that one day still. So, boom, pay $150 for the light bill. The light will stay on for the month. And then we have the next 50 figure pay my phone bill or something like that, right? Useful. You give me this now. You're selfish. You went out, you pick up something and say, him need this. Oh, you know, say me need that. Him need this. May I ask you again, how you know say me need that? And then when me open it now, Missy says something that is completely useless to me. Here I go faking again. Oh my God, you shouldn't have. Really? Jeez. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. This is me still trying to show gratitude, right? That time, me know I already said this year. I dash for this rascal. What me I do with this? But you went and told yourself that I need this. You never asked me what me need. That means you never care about me. You were satisfying yourself. So you told yourself what I needed. Me a big man, you know. Me know what me need, you know. If you didn't ask me, me would I tell you, you know. Oh, but you're going to tell yourself, say, this me need. And then you're going to wrap it up in a gift and carry come give me. And now me have to go and like some me like it. Me not like them something there. Me not like them style there. That's why me not like gifts. Don't wrap no gift, give me, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Me can always use that money. I can always use money. Every one of us could always use money. The bills don't stop coming. You know what I mean? But you're going to wrap up something and carry come give me now. Me have to go act like some me like it now. And then if I don't act like I like it, and if you want me to be real and you want me to be honest, and if I am real and I'm honest, I become your enemy. Because here is real and honest. Real and honest is, here, SouFlo, this is for you. What's that? A gift, man, a present. Open it, open it. Oh, you shouldn't have. No, really, I mean, you shouldn't have. Open it. What's this? Oh, this nice still, you know. But you know, so honestly, I don't have no use for this. I don't. I really don't have any use for this. You know, I would have got myself one if I wanted one, but I honestly don't have no use. I mean, I'm thankful for the gesture, but I have no use for this. Enemy. You turn enemy. Me not get that boy there nothing again. Kind man grateful him raw self. I never asked you for a gift. Givers always want you better like it. You know, they come with the attitude of you better like what me give you. How about I didn't need it? I just feel like so everything around me should be useful, yeah, man. Yeah. The cup here can't there so unless me can drink water out of it. Them speaker here shouldn't they hear so unless we can actually hear sound out of them. You know, them two computer you can't there so unless we can make money off of them, work through them, communicate through them, do all the things I do with them. But just not like I'm that kind of person. I don't like stuff around me that it don't have no meaning. It just dead it. Just cluttering up my reality. That's a clutter up my space. That's all your gift do. You bring the gift, come give me. I know me have to go put it down over there. So with all the other stuff for everybody else give me when me never ask for, when me don't want and don't need. Half of the time them don't even give you the receipt for it. So it's not like me can carry it back. Me have to go find somebody give them something there too. For them pile up in here. And me start trip over them. But yeah, you can't be honest, you know, you have to go start lying out. BM says I went out in the snow to play the Mega Million. I saw a lady asking another lady for money, and she was crying too. So I went to my pocket and I gave her a gift. That's a gift. That lady probably financially hurting and feeling extra down because she don't have nothing in the Christmas season here. And this is when you see everybody have a lot, right? Who has something has a lot. You see houses with everybody feel bad, you know, because the people them who have them little house, them see everybody else bigger house. The people them who put up two lights in the front of them house, them see everybody else with the bigger house with the 10 million lights in the front of the house. Everybody feel bad. And then the people them down the road who are look for you in your little apartment, but your little Christmas tree in the window, them Ross homeless, them don't have a window to put a Christmas tree in. Them just want a couple dollars in them pockets so them can't eat a food for this day. It's like levels to this and everybody going through something. I don't know. Shout out to the people who are really going through it, who have no family to be around them and have nobody to hug you and tell you say them love you. You're gonna see everybody give whole heap of loves and hugs and all these things. Just remember, say enough of them don't like each other neither here. But yeah. At the end of the day, man, it ain't for me. It ain't my season. Them not gonna ask you what you need because them afraid you might ask for something expensive. Then that means that you don't care about what me need then. You don't care about what me need then. Me have a conscience, you know. Me not gonna ask you for nothing expensive. And me, you asking what I need, it doesn't mean you have to buy it. Just at least you know what me need. Yeah. Think about this, right? As a grown person who's responsible for bills and all that, whoever looked upon you and said to you, tell me what you need. When last somebody looked upon you and said, tell me what you need? Come, raise your hand. When last somebody looked at you and said, tell me what you need? Only thing people care about, you know. All your raw spouse there right next to you. When last your spouse said, tell me what you need, babe? Yeah. I thought so. I thought so. You know, she said greed consume everybody. And ungratefulness consume a whole heap of people out there. Everybody is faking it to make it. They're genuine. They love you. Trust me, man. Some of my closest people to you, if you're dead today, them party tomorrow. You hear? Remember me tell you that. But listen what I just asked you. Tell me what you need. For those of you who are in a relationship, look at your spouse right now. I'm not trying to cause no conflict in your relationship. When last anybody looked upon you as a grown person and said, tell me what you need? Nobody in the class I raised them hand this morning. All right then. My daughter in Jamaica asked me that up to last night. If you're lucky, if you have one person who said, tell me what you need. You're lucky. One. And then some of them have the nerve. When you give them something, you never give enough. You want more. You don't give me nothing to put on. Me not owe you. Rotted Clark, that's a Vybz. That's actually a Vybz Kartel song to Rotted. Don't give me nothing to put on. Me not owe you. Yeah. Salt Spring, Guyana. Yeah, true, true. Tell me what you need. That's all. And you really think people care about you? Yeah, man. Okay, people care about themselves here. Remember me tell you, even the very giving of a gift. Some people give you gifts so them can make you feel guilty if you not get them something. So yeah, run around now. I talk about Ross, me have to go get Kamisha something in her cash. She always get me something every year. Kamisha, stop get me Ross cloth things, please. Cause you never get me nothing when me need yet. And me always I get you some expensive stuff cause me know you are the kind of person that's triggered if you get a cheap gift. So me I try to save myself. So make we save the two away. Nobody no get nobody nothing. That if we both ain't gonna look at each other and say, tell me what you need, just don't get me nothing. Just don't get me nothing. The day can go by fine. For me, it's just another day in a 24-hour period. And just another day in the month of the year. That's it. T95 South, I'm surprised my partner with a weekend trip to Jamaica to the S Hotel because he needs it. And I've been sick and he's been my right hand. You're good, Oman. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Amen.
And I have to call this morning because it is a rare thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a daughter back in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And let me go back to 2016.
Mm-hmm.
I took sick. And that child said to me, Mommy, with the health care that we have here, you're not going to get the care that you need. Stay there. I'll make the sacrifice and pay your rent there for you to get the care you need.
Mm-hmm.
She paid it for 8 months while I was still home.
Mm-hmm.
4 months when I went back to work for me to get back on my feet.
Mm-hmm.
She has never left me. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm the mother. And believe me, she always check on me. Mommy,
Right.
you have this in order? Mommy, is that good? Mommy, is that bad? You know, what do you need for this? What do you always?
All right.
And you touch a point this morning because people are there and people are always looking and think that foreign is a bed of roses.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a great family. When I tell you, when I go home,
Mm-hmm.
it's the man that take my bag from inside of the airport. I might give a $10 or $20.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to spend there. They look after me because that's what I used to do. So
Right.
they are repaying me,
Right.
you know? So I thank God this morning for my family that is not stressing me and that don't have to go in a Western Union line this morning
You have
because they don't have to wait on Christmas to get $1 from me,
right. And hear what now?
right? So,
Hear
yeah.
what now? You see all that you
Mm-hmm.
just said?
Mm-hmm.
All that what you just said is you giving thanks and testifying why you give thanks, right?
Yes.
And every bit of what you just said, somebody have zero of any of what you have. And
That's
we're mindful of it, right? But watch this. You see how you have somebody who would care for you in that manner?
mm-hmm.
Imagine them doing all that all year, right? And then when a
Mm-hmm.
holiday come, you vex with them because they didn't give you gifts for Christmas.
Bad mind.
All right, all right. You see what I'm saying?
Bad mind.
Imagine
And that's
somebody's
why I
there
started
all
by
year for
saying
you,
not
but when
everybody
Christmas
what have
come,
what I have,
all
you
right.
know?
Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there are a lot of people like that. You there for them all year, and
Mm-hmm.
then and they benefit from you all year. But when Christmas come, if you never have gifts and money to give for Christmas, them vex with you same way.
Yeah, man, bad mind.
Yeah.
Bad mind. I don't know which part to get it from. I mean, I know what we are going to lose it, you
Me just
know?
not pay them no
Uh,
man. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you have a
It
lot to
is
be
what it
thankful
is.
for, my sister. So
Yes, man.
give thanks
Yes,
indeed.
man. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Blessings, my brother. All the
Blessings.
very best for the holiday to you and family.
Same to
Many
you.
blessings. Continue feeding us with great contents.
Same and thank you. I appreciate
Yes.
you greatly as
All
always.
right.
Yes.
Have a great day.
You too.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Yo yo. Thank you, Yo Yo. Big up yourself. Yo Yo says, good morning, SouFLo. Am I wrong for thinking that Christmas is overrated because a lot of people show love on that day, but they go back to not liking you the next day? A reality way I talk because we're grown people. No, you're not wrong, Yo Yo. That's exactly what I'm describing. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Some people live like animal all year, cat and dog, or don't like you, right? But you must show up with gifts anytime these holidays come around. It's not even just Christmas for me. It's like all them other holidays have been monetized. You know what I'm saying? And people don't even care if all people who don't even respect you, I expect gift from you. Now, what me look like? Big Buto, I buy you gifts and you don't respect me. Who does that? Who goes around looking for it? Let me buy gifts for somebody who doesn't respect me, kind of thing. I mean, I'm not into it, man. So you're not saying nothing wrong by saying it's overrated, yo. A lot of it is overrated. I asked a simple question just now, and majority of the people in here, if they're being honest, they will answer truthfully. When last somebody looked at you and said, tell me what you need? I'm talking about from your spouse right down. Tell me what you need, babe. Tell me what you need. When last? I mean, I don't see a bunch of hands going up in the class. You know what I mean? I will be working all day Christmas Day, time and a half money. Marie's message 411. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. Greetings, Mr. Flo.
Greetings, my brother. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm here. So,
Karen Notice, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Talk to it, bro.
So, Flo, you know, a lot of people like to you because, you know, to dissect it and break it up.
Hold on.
Some people.
Why your phone breaking up like this?
You hear me perfect?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but once you start talking, you start break up. All right, give it a go.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm saying that I've seen that AI, you know, those motivation on, you know, Instagram and stuff.
Oh.
Where it says that hold on. Are you hearing me better now?
Yeah, I won't know until you talk for a little bit. Because you sound okay when you say, are you hearing me? But once you start talking, it's your sentences start breaking up.
Yeah, so it's saying that a gentleman, you know, will take care of the house bills, you know, make sure everything is okay in the house, all the responsibilities and so on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes on to the woman, if you were to take away sex, there's nothing they bring to the table in a relationship. So I mean, I would like you to expunge on the woman when Christmas morning comes, and then believe
y'all try to put me in that trouble. Wait. Y'all set me up, bro.
They need fragrance, they need, you know, cologne, they need a Bridget slipper or a nice diamond earring or so on.
They need
but
something.
Christmas morning, them just a little bit extra sexy and just have one gift to offer. You get this same gift every you know, the same gift you get for almost 200 days in a year.
Yeah. And the same gift.
Can you talk to these ladies and let them know that
men deserve more than tun for the holidays? Right? Hold on there. I'm about to do it.
All right. So I don't know if they're going to shave it a little bit, you know, shave the front more neater. I don't know how they're going to, are they going to quint it more? You know, are they going to swing on the chandelier Christmas morning?
Something new.
All right, Flo, go back to Nigeria.
All right, my brother, after you set me up, all right. After you set me up, you run, God, but me, I'm going to go back in the chat now. The man said for the ladies, them, the one that we have a man where we take care of things all year, right? And she don't have to worry about bills and them something there in the house. Christmas morning, big Christmas morning come, the man don't have nothing. At the same front she show up with. And you don't know if she's gonna shave it different this time or if she's gonna swing from the chandeliers or you know what's the difference? It's the same front where you get like 200 or something days out of the year already. A properly used front is what it is. You must forget it. You must forget it again. So expound upon this, or just let the ladies them know. Say if you have one of them man there, that man deserves more than a pair of socks wrap up as gift. Him deserve more than the same rascal cologne. Him deserve more than, yeah, the same way how you want him to put all this effort into make it. You supposed to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I seen one lady here who says she flew her husband out to Jamaica for some special occasion because she was sick lately and he was her right hand. You know what I mean? Do something like that for the man. Do something like that for the man. After all, you never have to worry about no bills all year. Them kind of something that he's saying. Yeah. They're out there where they're supposed to be, or on the bed. Yeah. So don't bring the same front. Come give me that you giving me all year long. The man them deserve something a little better than that. So put some effort into it. That's what he's saying. The caller set me up and gone left me. For me, one over here turn up your take lick. Don't do it, Andre. Yes, the landing strip this time. Or if I get the landing strip this time. No bushy. No bushy. Can let him bushy sometime and tell him go hunting or farming. I don't know. It might work. You should try it. The more primitive stuff, sometimes we need to get back to basics. Yeah? The more primitive stuff. When it bushy. No bushman. Nance says no bushman. Holiday greetings, Lulu Ridges. Yeah. Here we are. Here, some people in them feelings this morning, my friend. But you know, I care zero. Holiday greetings to all. Keep it clean all year round, Nance. Now you have to switch it up, man. Cause like that you get bored of everything else. You have to surprise sometimes. You know, take a break and come back bushy. That kind of stuff. I make man have to dig in at the bush. Keep it clean all year round. Bush or ball, me there for ramp same way says King Biggs. That the bush never stop nothing at all. Who told us that was okay? May I drink some lime squeezed in water this morning. That's what's in my cup. That's lime and water, alkalizing my interior. Who told us that that is what we are supposed to do? You see how social programming goes? Who tell us say? You know, say if you study anatomy and physiology, which is different from biology, somehow no, it's the way how the body actually works, right? You know, so your front here have a use. Your front here have a purpose, you know. Your underarm here have a purpose. Your leg here, them have a purpose. The hair on your arms have a purpose, you know. The hair that is all over your body have a purpose. The hair in your poo root have a purpose. Who tell we say we're supposed to shave and wax off everything and it must be clean and bald? How would they tell we that? And that is the norm to be accepted. Because anything with hair upon it is, it's hairy. Who told us that? King Big says the bush that if it stop bacteria and for protection. May I tell you, but listen, me don't know, me gonna follow people. This might be a TMI. One of them TMI story. Me do it one time, me not do it again. You know, I am a man that grooms myself, yeah. So me groom myself proper, and you know the up on the front there it don't really do nothing much where you feel any difference really. This time me got extra. You know, me come in like girl in a bathroom now, foot gone, cock up, foot over this one. First of all, me I use a clipper. One of them shears that them using at a barber shop. And the thing pinch my balls in the man, and I say, blood clot. It pinch off my balls in there. And I say, yo, the teeth them a grab. The teeth them a grab on the blouse and skirt something. So I have to go find the next way. So I put that down. Because I don't want to get pinched like that again. It was on my balls. So this time I soap up under there. And I come with my razor now. And the razor new and sharp, right? And I'm shaving, and everything going good. You know, wash out the see the razor, shave, and everything going good. And when me done clean. Let me tell you something, you see? You see, when I go outside and I was walking, one of the most painful walk ever. You have to, me I walk like me stush. Me I walk like me stush in the bush car. All the hair was missing from your under there, so everything just a scrub and a rub, so and it was very painful. And that's the first time I realized that the hair under there, so if you stay under there, so yeah, you can shave up the front and thing, but under there, so if you stay under there, so me not shave under there, so again. I don't know why I did it. It was just one of them things there where you start up here, so and you end up way under there, so. And I don't know why me end up way under there, so just to see if, you know, we give it a different look or something. And it wasn't a good feeling. It was a good look, but it wasn't a good feeling. So I'm not doing that anymore. But yeah, just so you know though, your hair them have purpose. You were created with the hair for a purpose. King Bigs, 1,000 wide. Yo, so Clarence Sterling SouFLo, do you know that I lost the relationship because my partner wants me to not shave because he says that the hair is what turns him on? Y'all be losing relationships. Y'all be losing good people for stupid things. No, that man, you must never really do want a man there. Because if you did actually want him, you're front with a bushy like, me no know, down a country. Anyhow, you didn't really want a man there. You're front with a bushy like the Amazon forest. If you didn't really want that man, you never really want him. You never really want him. Ain't no woman losing no good man because him want the front the bushy. She have bushy up her front. After all, he the only one that's gonna be seeing it, right? Or is he? Or is he? You know them say a shave front is a busy front. Or is he? Not everything is DIY. So now you see how much trouble with woman go through for y'all. No, I'm not do it for y'all. I'm not do it for you. You do it for you. Because hear what somebody else just said there. The man actually said, no, I don't like it. Grow out the hair. I love hearing. She dash him where? She dash. In primitive Andre. And them something there. Like any big gorilla. Turn him back in a bunga. When I'm saying man used to do knock her over her head and drag her back in the cave back in the day. That's how we dated. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family, my day. How are going?
Happy holidays to everybody.
Same to you.
Hey, SouFLo.
Mm-hmm.
You ever smell a ram goat?
Yes.
You ever smell all the ram goats so rank?
Yes.
Even when them make manish water, you can still smell the rankness.
Yes.
And so some pum pum smell if you not shave it. May I go back in the chat?
But that's a bad smell too if you're not clean himself properly. Yo, me nobody want no more manish water. Me no want me like manish water too, but you just do something to me just now. Me nobody me skipping manish water this season. Listen, I saw some man smell too. Why? Because I not smell no under no man, but you can smell people without doing all that. Let's be grown, right? You can smell people without you have to go under them. I ain't lying. Where was I? I was in the grocery store. I think I had to text Shakira and say, this is the stinkiest pum pum I ever smelled in my life. I mean, no, say it's the pum pum. You know why I know? Because remember, I know work in a long-term care facilities, right? Right. And there was a lady at one of the long-term care facility them that I've worked with over the years. And listen, hold on there. This lady, every time, I've told the story before, every time I came into the facility in the morning, as soon as I walk in, because she used to depot my therapy list, as soon as I walk in that facility, I could tell you if she been out. Her room was at the end of the building, one long hallway. And you know how them have like the nurse area, the nurse desk area, them headquarters. Over on the other side of that, they would have the showers. So she would have to come all the way up the hallway there and go across the nurses area to get into the shower where they would assist her. Every morning, anytime that lady been up there or shower before me reach her work, as soon as I walk in that building, I would say her name. But let's go throw out a random name. If me say, Miss Jessica been up here, they'll be like, how you know? I said, you know how I know. They're like, oh, you so bad. You know, the nurse them still, oh, you so bad. I said, come on, man, y'all smell it too. Who helped her with her shower? Y'all can't get up on the undercarriage, man, and make sure like, because it ain't supposed to be smelling like that. And them I tell me, said, no matter what them do, she just carry that smell there. See? So I'm in the grocery store the other day. Man, I tell you how I know that smell here. I'm in the grocery store the other day, and a black woman with a body out of this world. Y'all be thinking them big round asses look good when you, yeah, it look good when you younger. Wait till you get old and your range of motion in your shoulders have been decreased, and you can't reach back way around this so and go way up under this to clean up that rotted, and you start smell like you walk with fish market and ram goat smell. Anyhow, I'm in the grocery store the other day and she walked past me, right? And I almost wanted to tell her, you see, and I was coming from a good place, you know. So, but the way I was thinking of it is just like how I told y'all way back in a junior high school when Miss Virgin get him first car, and he was like, come, let's drive in the car, let's check out my sound system, blah, blah. And he did tell me some mouth smell. I wanted to approach her like that and be the first person to tell her, say, Mama, your pom pom pinky now. Everybody can smell it, but I don't want you to take it the wrong way. I want you to do something about it because most people that smell you are not going to tell you. But I thought about it and then I said, no, don't do it tough, because if you're going to do it, next thing, she's going to take offense and then she's going to turn you in our enemy. So I couldn't do it. And I followed this lady. She got down the aisle and go around, and I went around back to another aisle and I buck her up on the next aisle again, same smell. I did it about 2 to 3 times. And there she was, and the smell was there. And she just think up the whole aisle. And when she left the aisle, the smell stays on the aisle. And that was her underneath. I say that to say this is hygiene. I don't think God made you with anything that you're supposed to cut off of your body, shave off of your body. No, I mean, if you want to shave, that's fine, right? But don't shave and say you're shave because it's not supposed to be there. That's not how it goes. You were created with everything that you need, and everything on you serves a purpose. You shave it for fashion. You shave it because you're influenced by society's norms. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
Good, good. I'm just calling because I kind of took an offense to that caller earlier about the women and what they have to offer.
Oh, the brother that said Christmas morning.
Yeah. He don't even sound like he could do a damn thing.
Why you took offense to that? The man is just saying.
Did.
Why?
Because
are
I'm
you
sure
triggered?
his woman cook, clean, wash, and whatever for him all year.
And it's an even exchange and pay all the bills.
You know.
And she still get Christmas gifts and stuff.
But I still took an offense for his attitude towards it.
I feel like you're triggered because you are one of them where I gonna show up with just that, and the man not getting no gifts.
That's not true.
So why you take offense to it?
Because of what he said.
But he never said nothing. He's speaking on behalf of a lot of men. A lot of
You're
men handle.
defending him because you're a male.
No, that's what. No, that's what you're doing. You're feeling like you have to go against him because you're a woman. The women who do different, they're not offended because they know it's not for them. That's why I'm asking you: are you one of those? You know,
No, I'm not. I've been widowed for 8 years.
you've been without for 8 years.
Widowed for 8 years.
You've been widowed for 8 years.
Yeah.
So you don't have no man for 8 years.
I'm not interested either.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, for him to say that, I think it was very offensive.
Okay, well, if you're offended, you're offended. But I'm telling you, it wasn't from an offensive place. None of the women in here were offended. They're basically, what we're saying, you see, maybe you misunderstood. So let me try. What we're saying is, and I said it clearly, if you have a good man and the man take care of all the things he's supposed to take care of all year. Remember, you don't know how light bill pay. You don't know how mortgage or rent pay. You don't know how car note pay. You don't know how none of them things are paid. You have the life of not having to worry about all these things. The man help around the house all year and do everything. When it comes time for gift giving on these holidays, all he's saying is, don't just show up and say, oh, you're going to get some front. We've been getting that all year. Give us something new too, is what he's saying.
So you're speaking of a woman who makes no contribution.
Well, no, I never said that because I just explained to you. You said, I bet his woman cook and clean and stuff like that. And I said, I bet he pays all the bills. I'm trying to balance it out for you, but we've both been contributing all year, but you still got gifts. So why me should only get the same pom pom? You could have put like an effort into getting something. It wasn't meant to be anything harsh. It wasn't meant to be anything disrespectful. It was just comedically saying, we want something more.
Okay, well, given the gift, I agree.
Yeah, man. It's a good man we're talking about, We're not talking about waste man, We're talking about good men.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So you're good now?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so you see how me save you? You see how me save you, Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, Pablo. How you doing?
I am well. Merry Christmas to you and everyone else.
Hey, same to you.
Thank you. But SouFLo, I wanted to piggyback. To piggyback off a topic that you mentioned yesterday. Don't want to take you off your topic too much, because that always annoys me. But yesterday, when you talk about the bottle for the $400, oh my God, SouFLo, I felt it. The other day, I was in the Bronx. I went to Minkles. It was a friend's birthday. And I didn't even realize them say it was a bottle party. And I paid $200 for a bottle of Douce. And I don't even drink. I was saying SouFLo for the next few days.
It's up on your mind.
Yeah. Tracy, you're supposed to have sense. If you're going to earn them, say $200.
Can't hear what? I know say you can't afford it, But it's not even say you can't afford it, because it's just say you feel stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, you feel like.
When we come out of the place, I said, okay, I want premium bottle this. When we Google it, $49.
All right, man.
Jesus, 150%.
Right.
You feel like weird.
Yes.
Never again.
You're lucky you're never there in Miami. Them lick me one night for a small bottle of Hennessy, $500.
Remember you mentioned it. I was so happy when you mentioned it, because I feel like weird, I feel stupid. You can't even talk too much about it. But you know the surprising thing, SouFLo? A lot of people doing it. So
a lot of people doing it to impress other people.
Everybody have the 2-3 LSE and all of that. I say, what?
Yeah.
I can't afford it. I can't afford it. And another thing now I noticed, which they're doing a lot now, especially in the Bronx and Queens, them start rent the tabletop SouFLo.
Yeah.
So imagine me, I support somebody, buy a ticket, $40. Me I go in and me I go spend $100 at the bar, cause your friends when you buy the bottle are $150, $200. And now you have to go buy a tabletop.
Yes.
The $30.
Yeah.
No.
It's better you stay in your yard nowadays,
exactly.
You know. Yeah.
Exactly. So I just wanted to piggyback off the topic there and say, "Let's feel you, brother."
All right.
Yeah, I'm looking at the class.
All right.
Take it easy. Cool.
Yeah. Make you feel like a big stupid. Me feel like one big idiot. Especially when they meet me for the 5 day in Miami that night. God knows. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning,
family. Okay, well, my Christmas gift is gonna be the same thing. Maybe like a Quintin, maybe that's fine. But on the topic, where
yeah, go wrap at least wrap it in a Red Bull or something. John, she already decided. Hubby and that again.
Yeah, just that. Yeah. That's it.
And you know what? At the end of the day, we don't mind, Yeah, I'm gonna take that back. We don't really mind, because that can always work. It's just that we still feel like we did need something else, but in the middle of it, we end up forgetting, and with us, we work with what we get anyway. So we're not gonna say no.
Extra Quintin and squeeze it. Yeah.
Oh God. Why?
For your topic where you are now about the about this one.
Hi.
Years ago, I was young, like 20 something. I'm in my 50s. I have my cousin them coming over the house. We had something, and me hurry up to clean up and something.
Yeah.
Girl knows that she want to go bathe and stuff like that. Come here work hard. But my cousin come in before me finish.
Yeah.
So she did it and she sit down and like she asked me something like some water or something, and I give her and me go on and make it something if she go bathe. And she said to me, hey, you ever go somebody yard and smell them pum pum yet?
Jesus Christ. Wait. How she said to you?
Yes.
She had throw one.
You didn't get a week. To where I know this year. They never answer boy. Don't let me shut down.
You're a go be a dog.
He said, "Girl, she was saying, I'm going to buy here and sell them pum pum yet."
Oh God. She could have been a friend. She could have said, "You be a yet, I'll go be it."
Exactly.
All right, so
that's what I want to share.
All right, big up yourself.
Okay, take care.
All right. Oh God, she said just some extra Quintin and some. Our Mr. just now said, all I say is, for today, your wish is my command. Boy. On a special occasion and I ration out the thing. For today, your wish is my command. So I'm telling the other day them. His wish is not your command all the other day. Mine don't make me get into my brothers keepers mode and start advocate for my brothers, because I believe it's a good man forget things. I would sing that song there. Gage sings a good woman or good, I'm saying good front woman forget things. Me say good man forget things too. Me I talk about from him woman though. Why? Right? Michelle Taylor, RN, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. Michelle says, me and hubby look forward to Christmas, and even though our girls are grown adults, we still keep the tradition of opening the gifts with hot chocolate and cookies at 7 a.m. Christmas morning. The ones that are married can't always commit, but they try to. Yeah, it's good to have some kind of stability, I guess. The thing about the holiday season is this. Even for those who are not really into it, it's the time of the year when most people get some time off from their work or whatever they have going on throughout the year. So family normally comes together at this time of the year anyways, right? And it's a time for people to get together, I guess, even if you're not celebrating the rest of what Christmas is or has become. So, yeah, it's good to have these traditions, I guess. Like the ones that I miss from in Jamaica that I don't see here. Our church people used to get up early in the morning, then form a choir, and then they all have candles, some big candle, everybody a hold a candle, and they literally just march through the community and you can hear them caroling, singing different Christmas carols throughout the morning. Them start early in the morning, like right before daylight out completely. And they're going to different houses and them go till they hit every house in the neighborhood. And then they're off for their days back to their regular family to do the rest of Christmas Day. Them kind of something that me I talk about, which I don't see that anymore. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have over 400,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be good to start something like a subscriber of the year. Like at the end of the, you might give a little gift and choose the subscriber for the year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a good idea. What do you think?
Well, I'm doing so many other things already. I like the idea though. It sounds good. And give out an award to subscriber of the year.
Yeah, the subscriber of the year.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay, it was just an idea. I was just running it by you.
Yeah, now get me in no trouble though, because we reached the end of the year already. So
all right.
All right. We reached the end of the year already. I will never think about that. And then those people are gonna say, okay, so I was a good subscriber all year, so part my gifts there. Hey, hello. With people like, so there are some people on here, right? I don't know how I would even do that. Because look, Michelle Taylor RN, this is not the first $50 gift I've gotten from Michelle Taylor RN right there on the screen. She's done it multiple times throughout the year, which would actually cover more than somebody's annual subscription if they were even a paid member to the channel. So how would I gauge who is, you know what I'm saying, the top or the best? Are that's I don't want to get into that one there right now. But I don't want to get into that one right now. What is considered a good subscriber? This is what I would like to know, Lulu Ridges. What is considered a good subscriber? And then I have others who follow me on other platforms, and they're there. Like soon as we put up a video on my other channel, which is SouFLoTV, they're there as well, and they engage the content there as well. We talk back and forth there as well. If I come over here, so them there so as well. How do I gauge who is? That would be hard to do. That would be hard to do. Plus, me kind of bias because some of the people them that call in all the time and actually make the show or help to make the show by saying the things they say and stuff. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do that one. I have to be like a parent. You know, like you're a parent of 6 kids. You can't look by your 6 kids and line them up and say, she's my special child. Me like she more than the rest of you. You know, the rest of your kids are gonna look at you like, really? So you're like she more than the rest of us. Oh wow. Right. Who's your favorite? T95 South. Me no know. Reggae Girl says what? How poops smell though? It's supposed to smell. It's supposed to smell. I know we're going to get off the topic in a minute because we have some things here to talk about, but we're going. It is supposed to smell. Yeah, for those of you who actually think that your things supposed to smell like raspberry and yellow petal roses and all these mango and lemon, all these something. I know, so you're something supposed to smell, you know. Yeah, and that's why them have a market that's thriving, that they sell you stuff that you're supposed to use up in there, all these things. Y'all are women. You should know more about your something than I do. I mean, I went to school and studied a bit extensively about the human body and what's supposed to do what. You know, that's why I try to tell my brother them, say, you can't turn back the hands of time, bro. You can't. And the women who, oh, I like older men and all this. Okay, you like older men, but physiologically, you know, the rounds them are gonna get shorter, and you know it's gonna have to be more than just what he can do with that thing, cause at some point it catches. It's just how the human body works, how we were created to be. See, and so yeah, there's something supposed to have a smell to it. It's not supposed to smell like raw fish or dead fish, but it's supposed to have a smell to it. It's supposed to have a kind of little smell to it, to the something, to the something. Another thing that's a pet peeve of mine is why I say that God created us with everything that we need on our bodies. No, I'm not talking against people who want to shave off this and shave off that. That's up to you. I'm not telling you what you to do with it. But don't look down on the people them that decide to leave everything they were created with, because everything you were created with has a use to it, right? It's like one time them take the little boy them teely and cut off the head part, I circumcise off the teely, and then you have women talking about, oh, if it ain't circumcised, I don't want it, and your little turtleneck and but when we say circumcise a girl, them say, no, that's wickedness. Why? A brother was circumcised will never know what it feel like to get him banana peel, but okay, anyway. Too much information right there, moving right along. So this morning, we have shocked and puzzled Jamaica news. Neighbors are perplexed after a medical doctor was found in his establishment deceased, and the condition in which he was found deceased. That's one of the stories. Vybz Kartel fixed interview. You know how I do these interview? I break them down. I'm going to break down half of that interview this morning for things that were said, because I haven't finished watching it, and I'll tell you exactly the timestamp of where I stopped at that interview. I really want everybody to go watch that interview here. I want to tell you something else. Y'all know I reached out to Vybz Kartel, right? And trying to get an interview with him, but I said I wanted a sit-down interview because I don't want to do no interview on camera thing. So I wanted to do an interview when I was in Jamaica. Well, for one, he was taking a while to answer back, and I thought, maybe he don't want to answer back. Maybe he don't want to answer back, right? So, but then after watching the fixed interview, there's no other interview after that I feel like I need to watch. This is how big I think that interview is. I don't think there will be another Vybz Kartel interview to top that one. New things are gonna have to happen when we can talk about the new things them happening. That night, that I keep calling them nightly fix, but that fixed interview that he just did, it covered everything. You know when you watch something and you saw I heard every question I would have asked answered. That kind of made me feel like, no, I'm the kind of person like this. I don't like doing what everybody else is doing. So I don't want to ever do like an interview, sit down, or somebody I watch it and them like, Lord God, that boring. So and so just ask the same question them. Him answer them they already, man. Jeez and peace. You couldn't come up with nothing new. You know what I mean? So I watched it and I'm like, this is done. Nightly Fix took it for the rotted year. Not Nightly Fix, but the Fix now. They took it for the year. I'm going to break down some of the interview for you, half of it. And I'm only halfway through it. I haven't watched the other half yet. But it is so good that today I'm going to make that my thing to do today. I'm going to put together some food. I'm going to sit down in front of the big screen because I was watching it on the computer. I'm going to sit down in front of the big screen in my living room. I'm going to watch it back from the beginning. It is super lively. This is a comedy show / dancehall history / it's everything in one. It's the best interview that Kartel has ever given, bar none. I'm talking about from before him go to prison, from the beginning of his career till today. I'll give that to them. That whoever watched it already, they could vouch for it. It's that interview. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that this morning as well, and then send a brother off with our well wishes. You know, this brother Nardo Rankin passed away recently. Nardo Rankin, for those of you who don't know, older days dancehall music. If you ever remember a song that said, Them a bleach, say them a bleach out them skin, them a bleach. Feel look like a browning, them a bleach, and them a bleach out them skin. And then he had another one that goes something something them say, and then them go brrrup. The brrrup song, that one was big. I actually thought it was Burro Bantan that did brrrup, only to find out it was Nardo ranking. But them a bleach out them skin. That was probably his biggest song that he did to date. So those are those are the topics that we're gonna move around with this morning. Hold on there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Hello. 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 I thought my granny used to answer on the phone. Hello. Hello. Caller, you're there right there, so you're not answer. All right. Listen. So that song came out when I was pregnant with my first child. Which one? Them a bleach. Them a bleach out them skin. Them a bleach. Remember when Buju Banton made me love my car, me love my bike, me love my money and thing. But most of all, me love my browning. A lot of people did lick out against Buju, you know, and they were like, well, look on you, too. You're black like what, boy, you love browning. So what happened to the black woman them? Buju came back and balanced it. May not stop crying for all black woman. You see that? Yeah, well, the music makes sense. And then, of course, it was around these time and during this era, there was Nardo ranking, and Nardo ranking came out with the bleaching thing. So, contrary to popular belief, with you thinking that Vybz Kartel was the one that started bleaching, because some people even hold that against Kartel, you know. Watch him have the people that bleach out themselves. This evil boy hate himself. Why you think there was a song called Them a Bleach? This is before. Them a bleach out them skin, them a bleach. We look like a browning. All right. So leading the tributes was Red Fox, a veteran and tri-state dancehall scene. He posted on Instagram, saddened to hear the passing of Nardo Ranks. My condolences to his family and loved ones. Rest in peace, my DJ. He said. Red Fox is our next bad DJ with one of them voice there. Right? Them a Bleach, that was produced by the Taxi Gang on the Bam Bam rhythm that drove numerous hit songs led by Murder She Wrote by Chaka Demus and Pliers. Murder She Wrote. All right. A jab at individuals who use acidic creams to lighten their skin complexion. Them a Bleach. The song actually topped the RJR Top 40 charts for 6 weeks straight. 32 years ago. Damn, time is flying. When I did Them a Bleach, it was in a response to Buju Banton's Me Love Me Browning song. Bleaching was just catching on at that time, and I wanted to highlight that in my song, says Nardo Ranks, as he told the Jamaican Observer in April of 2017 in an interview that he did back then. So it was in direct response to Buju's Me Love Me Browning song. Cause from Buju said Me Love Me Browning. Everybody start, the woman them did start rub out them skin. You see how powerful social conditioning, and it comes from a famous person. They say it, then everybody responds accordingly. It's just like when you say famous people dress a certain way, then everybody responds accordingly, trying to dress like them. That is also the reason why brands go to famous people, or even now people with huge platforms, and give them their stuff to wear. Simple example, like right here, the shirt right here, the Freedom Street shirt them. This right here, so, and on the back of it, which me don't want to twist up the thing I'm showing you just now, but the back of it have the fist with the guards or something. Well, me now turn around right now anyway. And then people are going over to where I send them to, which is pinned in the chat right there. Go over to Instagram and go over to that site, and you can see all the rest of shirts in different colors. It's the same thing. It's no different. Brrr, that song, it was produced by Soulja Hamilton, followed in 1993, and it peaked to number 16 on Billboard Dance Music Maxi Single Sales chart that year. So Nardo Rankin had his run. He was born Gary Henderson. Nardo Ranks came from the Dunkirk McIntyre Villa community in East Kingston. His musical career started in the mid-1980s as the Caveman high-power sound system, with his first release song called Love to See the Girls in 1989. He had a dancehall hit alongside fellow Dunkirk native Wayne Wonder with Soundboys, What Happened for producer Winston Riley, but it was Dema Bleach that gave him his national recognition. Its success earned Nardo Ranks a contract with Profile Records, a New York independent company with strong hip-hop ties. The label then released the album Rough Nardo Rankin in 1993. On Sunday, veteran American music industry insider Murray Elias, who worked with him at Profile Records, recalled their time at the label. He said that Nardo was an underrated DJ. He had a super hot run in the early 90s where he had not just back-to-back dancehall hits, but every one of those hits crossed over into the hip-hop world. They were massive hits in New York, both in the clubs and on the mix shows, and in the case of Brrrp, on radio stations like Kiss FM and stations up and down the East Coast. That song Brrrp, Rikers Island rather. Them never want go a Rikers Island. That song, New Jersey Drive, and Dema Bleach, they were all innovative, groundbreaking classics. Working with Nardo on these projects was an absolute honor and a privilege, he said. Nardo Ranks was in his late 50s when he passed away. Tried his hand at acting as well. He didn't try his hand at acting. He did good at acting. There's a movie out there I want you to see, and the movie is actually called Jamaican Mafia with Paul Campbell. Nardo is actually the guy in the movie who plays John Crow. And the famous line from that movie for me, if you want to sit down and watch like a Jamaican classic movie, Jamaican Mafia is one of them. You know, when Paul Campbell said, pitch John Crow, pitch. He was telling his John Crow to pitch. John Crow was like, Nardo was playing the character of a right-hand man to a very devious Jamaican gangster who was running big business in the US kind of thing. So I saw that movie. I got to see him on screen. I did not know that was the same guy who sung Brrrp and Dema Bleach and all these other songs. That's life though, right? So they didn't say why he passed or how he passed, what he was sick with, was it an accident, anything like that, which has become a trend these days. Nobody says anymore why somebody passes. People just tell us that people dead and they move right along. Well, whatever the case may be, he passed. And like I always say, death is appointed unto all of us, right? At different times, of course. And the most important thing is about what you do with your time here while you're given this time to be here. Nardo came, saw, lived, and did a lot of things and experienced a lot of things that most of us will never experience in this lifetime. He met fame. He traveled the world singing his songs. And that must in itself be an accomplishment. He acted in movies. And then it came to the end of his journey, right? So with that, we send the brother on his way. Nardo Rankin, you're gone from here physically. But of course, your music will live on because that's what good music does. And yeah, fly high, my brother. Fly high until it's our time, right? Right. So with Nardo Rankin on his way, we can talk about something else this morning. I was curious to know why he passed or how he passed. Was he ill? Was he whatever? But I guess you respect people's privacy, you know? If his family don't want to let out why it is, then that's on them. May his soul travel well, Audrey Wright. Absolutely. Donna Davis says R.I.P. Yeah. And we all have our dates. Remember, none of us will escape this alive, Not to sound morbid or anything, but maybe to get you to start living life more appreciative. Because sometimes we wake up and we're just stuck in our routine where to them we feel like we just want to be upset or mad. Next day, you just feel like you want to argue about something. Next day, you want. I think we need to pay more attention to how temporary this life is, you know, and the fact that we don't really know when our moment to skate off into the world of the unknown could happen. So live it like you want to live it, you know, live it with purpose, live it with a joyful heart, as joyful as you can be, a thankful spirit, but just live it, live, because life is made to be lived. So live it. All right. With the Vybz Kartel interview, I have something here before I go into the next one. Shocked and puzzled. The doctor that they found. Before me do the doctor that they found, though, I think this is going to be a bit controversial, and some people might even cuss me. There's a sister on social media whose video has now gone viral. She said, a hoe's final form. Do you know what a hoe's final form is? Somebody did I look on the screen, I'm like, what you mean a hoe's final form? She said a hoe's final form is a religious woman. So I said it last night on IG. I said a hoe's final form is a religious woman. When she said it, I laughed so hard. A hoe's final form is a religious woman. You know what? On second thought, I'm not even going to go with this one because then it's going to force me to be a bit judgmental. And since I'm not God, I'm not going to extend too much judgment this morning, just for conversation's sake. But if you think about what was said, a hoe's final form is a religious woman. I think it's the same thing for a man too. A whoring man's final form is a religious man as well. You know, I guess when we've whored and toured enough, we find the Lord in our later years. And you see them all the season again, them end up at church. That's why I see some of them go on a church, so you know. Them in a church I dance like them, they are dancing. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it right there. So I'm not gonna mess with that one this morning. Scratch that one off the list. Host final form is a religious woman. Alright, on to the next topic. The next topic is one sister said to me last night, she said, SouFLo, I can't agree with you still enough, but my mother not in that. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Season's greetings.
Yes, family, wagwan.
One and all.
Same to
I
you.
want to tell you, say, that statement that you just make, and whosoever will make it, never tell a lie. Me know what you're saying, I'm going like,
yeah.
You know, cause the problem, but
yeah, can't see the problem,
but coming up. Medium size back. You take the beating.
Yeah. You ain't taking beating by your medium size back. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
If never tell a lie, listen, man. When time the people mileage reach over 150,000, 180,000.
Jesus Christ.
I start have all kind of problem. They say they find Jesus.
Oh God.
And then they start to watch the young people. Them, oh, and then they say, they used to do the same thing too. And worse. I chew your park up now. And age catch up on you.
And nobody couldn't tell them nothing when they're young and hot.
No.
But kill them, then that change, them just change.
Then just suddenly, all of a sudden.
Yeah, a time
change.
Age change.
You see me? All the one them will have all blouse and skirt, 5 picnic for 7 different days before that.
Ross, man.
You see me? All of a sudden find Jesus.
Yes.
You understand?
Find the Lord. You have to find the Lord.
And I beat down then that I tell him, say, if you're married before this, I'm married before that. You understand what I said?
Well said.
Brother.
The statement true.
It's 100%.
But what you say for the man them
for them, man.
What you say about the man them too?
Eh?
What you say about the man them to do?
You know what I say? The man them not really what's say going to church and them something there. I don't believe they really take it that far.
Same.
But they do some similar stuff. You see me, I'm Bashali young youth them too.
Yeah.
When I see young youth have 4, 5, 6, 7 women.
Them park up call them can't manage.
You see me, as a big man now. Me,
yeah.
I tell you them say just know say yo, it take a lot to do all of that. When life start to life, when you start to try to move forward and whatnot, you can't really keep up with 4, 5, 6, 7 women.
Same.
But when you're young and just come up, you have the time to do it.
Yeah, them thing that them well.
I saw me reason with youth.
Yeah.
I mean, make them know say you enjoy yourself, but if at 6 you can't manage, have all 6 of them.
Ja.
You understand what I say? And just go and do your thing. When you're young, you have your wife and you have one nice side piece, and God is good.
One wife and a side piece, and God is good.
God is good.
Hallelujah. Boy, all right, my brother. Yo, big up yourself, G. Malad.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm mute. I try to get in that trouble. Listen to me. Let me say something before we go into the next topic. You hear me? To bring it back on the conscious. You hear me I say? Me used to tell younger men that. Me not tell them that again. You see that 3, 4, 5, 6 something woman something there? I waste your time, bro. If I could do this life all over again, I would have been more focused at a younger age and would have stayed focused at a younger age. And wouldn't have went off track at all at a younger age. That means that by the time I reach which part me then know, I would have amassed more wealth, more success than I have now. So take your young days them, you see? I'm not saying enough to enjoy, but take your young days them and use your young days them to build a solid foundation so that when you are a little bit older, because you're not old yet, you're still active, but but when you're a little bit older than what young is considered to be, you can really enjoy because the rewards are going to be coming in and you can really enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's what I would tell them. Yeah, man. Especially young ladies, I would tell them that too. Because I see some young ladies do some things where them can't take back. You can't polish over that mama. And it's following her for the rest of her life now, or she have to hide who she was, or all these other things. Take your young days. They don't listen to the people that will tell you about your 20s is for. I heard one woman say your 20s is for hoard and touring. You do what you want to do with your 20s. YOLO, you only live once. And then in your 30s is when you start focusing. Don't do that. The people them that I know that was wilding in their 20s, they were catching their ass in their 30s trying to make something of themselves. And now that they in their 40s, they still suffering from the repercussions of things done in the 20s because, just do it in your 20s and cut it off. So some things become a habit and then habits become hard to break and lifestyle is formed. You know what I'm saying? And then you're stuck in a certain lifestyle and a certain train of thought kind of way. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, so Merry Christmas.
Same to you, family.
Yes, I don't want to go off topic too much. But I just say about the mind then. They bounce at the area bounce and then later on in life, they might look somebody to babysit them.
Them bank at the hairy bank and then later on in life, they might look somebody to babysit them.
And all of the banks for them banks, nobody not near them.
Oh, God. All right. All right.
That's the one.
Yeah, we're gonna run with that one then this morning. All right. All right. Same to you. She said them bank at the hairy bank and then later on in her life, they look somebody for babysit them, wipe me drool off of my face for me, Simone. Tanisha. or Mika. Jesus, guys, Mika, your body big. Mika only there because of your money. But here one, that too. Don't bank at the hairy bank. Bank in a real bank. invest, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Did I tell you all the story about the girl where the brother did have messed up teeth, and the two of them did have messed up teeth? Like their teeth, both of them teeth them look like you put two little grenades in there, two of them mouth and the grenade poof, and the teeth them just broke up and fly everywhere, everything. And when he got his money, he fixed all her teeth, left his teeth. And then she went and cheat on him with somebody who have nice teeth. She not wait till our man fix him teeth, you know. She not help him fix him teeth, you know. Him fix her teeth and she move on to a man who have nice teeth. Also told you about the person whose name I'm not gonna call, who take up a man, and the man come with no teeth. And when the man left the relationship, he left with a full set of teeth. Pretty smiles, and you know so that not cheap. All right. Nancy Gaw, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Nancy Gaw says good morning and Merry Christmas, SouFlo and everyone. Tamel, adorable fashionista, loving your outfits in the mornings. Tamel, adorable fashionista, loving your outfits in the mornings. Mel, fashionista. Is that a channel? Tamel, fashionista, loving your outfits in the mornings. I appreciate you, Nancy. Thank you. All right. He must have really loved her, selfless. Yeah, man, people do that all the time. Look at the lady that wrote to us. And then there was a story in a couple of stories in the Jamaica news. But one of them that wrote to us on the Dear SouFlo where she was like, she knows she's wrong. She at least said she knows she's wrong. But she said, I think she said, gotta figure punish her or something because she can't do it. He's not her type. It was a farmer guy that farm and plant yam and them kind of something there and banana and something and sell his produce and whatever. And he used his money and sent her through law school. And then when she became a lawyer and sat her bar and she was finally a full-fledged attorney, she started seeing a lawyer at one of the law firm them that she was interning at or working at or something like that. I don't remember the story exactly, right? We did that story a while back. And she said she run away because she knows say might chop her up or do something. And she understand that he would be hurt and she know what she did was wrong. But the truth is she had always seen herself with a guy like the guys that are around her now. Remember, I know. I feel farmer money put her in another position that to be around the guys that she's around. No, now she's around other guys who are attorneys and everything else, right? Because she's a practicing attorney herself. That's what she gone. And she used a farmer to do it. The world is cold, man. That's so. It's from stories like these I will tell young men, just like the woman said, them banking at the hairy bank. Don't bank in at the hairy bank, bro. Bank in yourself. Don't fix fair teeth, them fix yours. Don't put she through school, put you through school. You get you some certifications. You start a business from your young that you can trial and error with and butter and grow with and all that. Women are always going to be there. That's what I tell my brothers. And the higher you elevate in life is the more women that are going to be there and the more better quality women even that are going to be there. You know, when you're broke, you have to look for the hood rat them. Because that's where you come from. You come from poverty, whole heap of poverty woman around you. And we know how that goes. Some have ambition, a lot don't. And then as you start to climb, you start to go into different circles, and different circles, you meet others who are in those circles with you. That's why I told my sons, no disrespect to anybody who work fast food, because I'm not above or below any kind of job to pay my bills and feed my children. So if you pull up one day to a McDonald's, don't be surprised. You say, hey, hello, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order? And you're like, that voice that sound familiar. And you come around and it's SouFlo. I don't have no shame in my game. Bills don't stop coming. These children need to be raised. That's my responsibility, right? But I try to tell my son them, say, listen, try to excel. try to do more than that, because the fast food something there's a quick job, but one of them job that can't pay your bills. So as an adult, you're going to be suffering. It's tormenting to be grown and your whole paycheck goes to your bills and didn't even cover all the bills. So people have to go get 2 jobs. I don't want that for you because I did it. It's not how you want to live, right? I tell my kids these things. I break it down like this. I say, listen, when you go to college, school, university, you're going to be hobnobbing, rubbing elbows, associating with people who are on their way somewhere as well. If you go work at McDonald's from now, Burger King from now, low paying jobs from now, you might end up see a girl where you like there because you're doing 8 to 10 hours a day in the same location. You like her, she like you. Hey, what we doing after work? Nothing. You off tomorrow? Yeah, I'm off tomorrow too. Let's go see a movie. All right, bet. Next thing you know, one thing lead to another. Your baby mother work at McDonald's and you work at McDonald's too. Now we have a family that's about to start with mother and father works at McDonald's. Not saying nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I want my picnic them to start, because me do that already, so them not have to do it. You know what I mean? But I'm just showing you the association as you go through life. It's like if you're in that circle here, that's who you're gonna meet. In order to meet different people, you have to go into different circles. You're never gonna meet your attorney husband or your doctor wife flipping burgers at McDonald's. I'm sorry, but it not gonna happen. I've never heard a story like that before. So with that said, the association thing is pretty important. Pretty important. And on the other hand, people use people and people are cold. You in a relationship, and you're in there by yourself and you don't know it. You swear this is your forever person. Your forever person swear. Them can't wait to left you. Wait, they have a list of stuff they have to accomplish. Wait till I get this and this and this and this. And over the years, your person sit down there and tick it out. Okay, I got that one. I got 3 more to go. Ooh, I got that one. I got 2 more to go. I got that one. You don't know, say your relationship about to be done. You don't know, and you're pouring your all into it. That's life. That's life. And I'm sure a lot of you in here have experienced that before. You've poured your all into something that never worked out. You poured your all into people who they weren't reciprocating what you were pouring in. You know how that feel. So I'm try to guide my youth them both against all these things. You know what I mean? You can't save them from what's the inevitable. Everybody have to go live and learn and go through them own little heartbreaks and headaches and pains and whatnot. It's a part of life. But I'm trying to save minds from like the worst. From the worst. Mel says, you know how many people I've helped? Shamefully, these very same folks will pass me in lying dead in the streets and step over me. In my next life, I will not help a soul, says Mel. My God. In your next life, Mel, I will put it like this. Try find better people for help. Try being more selective at who you're helping. Remember the other day, a few days ago, when I talked about givers and takers? Yes. So in life, we have givers and we have takers. Some people, that's what they do. They take. As long as you giving, they're taking. And they don't care if them will stay around you just because you're giving. And they will take as long as you give. They'll pretend them love you or they'll pretend they care about you. As long as you keep giving, they'll keep taking. The thing about givers, though, givers don't have no limits because you're naturally, genuinely a giver. So you give and you give. Sometimes you give all before you give yourself. You give. I know a lot. I know quite a few people like this, man. And they end up being the most hurt people because they give from such a deep or genuine place, and then to be done wrong. And them give and them give and them give. Listen, givers have to set limits. Takers have no limits. So no matter how much you give, they will take as long as you give. And then when you run out, them gone. They're gone to somebody else to try to find another giver. and continue to take, because takers don't give back. They take. Givers give, takers take. Givers have to find a limit in their giving, be selective in your giving, because takers have no limits to their taking. The sad part is a lot of the time, takers, it's a part of their personality and they're not even thankful people. They're not even people who have gratitude. You know, so you don't mind somebody said to me, I don't remember who, but the person said everybody will be used. Everybody will be used. But you just have to find the right person for use you. Like, use me the right way for the right reason. You know? Everybody are gonna use you. And who cannot be used is useless. Because if you have things run your way you can't use, they're useless, right? Nobody wants to be useless. But use me for the right reasons and use me the right way, kind of thing. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
I'm in SouFLo. It's my first time calling in.
Yes, family. Good
Just
morning.
want to greet you with a Merry Christmas when it comes, season's greetings, Happy New Year when it comes, and greetings to all the viewers. But there was something that you said that really, it gripped my heart when you said that some persons are only takers, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I agree with you. But you do have persons who will help you, and they help you for you not to reach too far, right? And they disguise themselves as your savior. But as time progresses, you realize that these persons are not necessarily supportive of your ambitions. So you have to take for yourself from that environment. Because if you remain within the confines of those people, they are going to keep you down because of their own selfish ambition. And it's not that you're ungrateful, but you see a bigger picture for yourself and you have a bigger ambition for yourself. So you have to just move on and go on your own and independently accomplish your dreams and your goals. Nobody wants to suffer.
So basically you're talking about the people who, because you have these, you're right, you have these type of people who will help you just so they can hold you right where they want you.
Exactly.
And it will never be the amount of help that will cause you to elevate. Do you know the biggest example of that is? Your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 and the people who own that company. That's the biggest example of that. But on a smaller micro level, there are people who are like that as well. You know what I mean? I've seen situations. Let me give you an example. I've seen situations where, no kidding, there was a buddy of ours who bought his way out of the army, because in the army, if you come into a whole lot of money and say you can show in a lump sum what you would make in a career, they'll let you go, right? His grandfather was some real estate tycoon in California. We were stationed out in Germany, and he got news that his grandfather died. He was the only grandson and the heir to everything his grandfather left behind. Millions and millions of dollars. This brother was the kind of brother now who, when he first got his money, he was like, all his close friends, him pulling his circle, and he said, come up with some business ideas and I will fund them for you. Long story short, he would only fund anybody who was going to stay right there at his feet. And he would never give anybody enough of anything to fly anyway. So of course you're joyful. So you're like, man, thank you, I appreciate it. But just know that you ain't going nowhere but there. Yeah, so I understand that part too.
I'm a Jamaican. It's always so cool. I don't want all of you to hear what I'm to say. Because I think a lot of our youths out there are going astray because they don't have family support. And the reason why I speak of this is because I grew up without mother and father. And the lady took me in under the guise that she's going to help me. Right? I went through UTech, right? Was with SLB, And I think she loaned me 1 semester, and I'm paying her for that semester back now. Listen to me, I'm around this lady for so long, right? And I said to myself, you know what? I have to go pull it from that woman. That she pull me down.
How she pulling you down? She help you through school? She help you through school?
No. Listen what I said to you. I pay my school fee through SLB. So right?
Right.
And I'm still paying SLB now. She paid for me. She gave me a loan for 1 semester and I paid that back, right? It's not a true help.
But how did she take you in? May I walk with your story, but watch me. Because there's something else I want to say. So may I lead it somewhere?
Yeah.
Work with me.
Yeah.
She took you in. Your story said she took you in, you didn't have no family and all that. Right?
I didn't go into that part, but you took me.
No, that's what you said. I'm repeating what you said.
I know. Let me correct that. I grew up mother and fatherless in the sense that I don't know my father, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mother had a grave illness, which should have somewhat incapacitated her, so she wasn't able to to help me, right? So I met this lady at a particular place, right? And we start develop a certain level of relationship in terms of a mother to a son relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I started to visit her house, trying to get to know her.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually start trusting her. Remember, a young man, I don't know this lady, so it takes some kind of trust for me to actually, move into her place, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have a child herself, and I was convinced that because that right there between both of us, right, we could have actually had something that mimicked that of a mother to son relationship.
Okay.
But as time progresses, right, being around her, I realized that she was not supporting my ambitions. Every time I try to do something that could bring me to another level, she doesn't support it.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, she suppressed my ambitions. Right?
Did she do anything? Did she do anything to stop you though from making the steps you wanted to make?
A lot of times. As a matter of fact,
give me one example.
When I was trying to migrate to Canada, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said to her, right, can you help me? She said no. I said no problem. I understand at times are tough for people, and I don't want to burden you financially in that regards, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the response is how she responded. She responded as if, hey, one thing you miss. How can I ambition that him up to go study at Canada, right? And so I started to get very quiet with my ambitions, and the true person to start come out. This lady intention was to stay at the house with her and never move out. For whatever reason that is, I don't know. And so I can tell it much so I have to quietly save my money, work and save my money. And I'm in Canada right now studying something at a university. I don't want to talk some things over here.
You escape.
But I have to move out of my dreams.
So you escape.
I run my life. So you have people out there, SouFLo, who literally help you to keep you within their vacuum. You can't grow, you can't progress, and they're very manipulative as well. And if you're not smart, you reach 40, 50, and you want to win with your life because you've been manipulated.
I'm not telling no lie no. I wait on the part where you tell me what she do to stop you from progressing. Cause she said she couldn't help financially. As
I said to you, right? Everything that I share with her concerning my ambition, she does support it.
Okay. She never gave you uplifting, encouraging words of support.
No. It was people outside of her that I talk with. A manager that I used to work in my workplace and some other friends and they told me to run from this lady.
Okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. So she helped you to a certain degree, but then she wouldn't give you words of encouragement or anything. She's one of the people that would like kill your dreams.
Yes, a destiny killer.
Okay.
Destiny killer, we call them.
What do you think her purpose for that was?
I strongly maintain that it's how she was socialized. Because she was born in like the 1940s and they're around. And when I heard about her history, and I visit her community that she was brought up in, I learned based on feedback from community members and family members who live in that community. I don't want to say.
You have a speaker?
Someone who hold on.
Because if you don't have it, so it will come off more clearer.
So her father was an information that I gathered. Her father was someone who held down a lot of people.
Jesus Christ.
Back in his days. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, me hear you loud and clear. Here's my thing, right? I can't invalidate your experience because you went through it, and you are right when you say that there are people out there who will help you, but they will do it to keep you under their feet. There's a difference between that though and say people who, for instance, you know what I was waiting for you to say? I was waiting for you to say people will help you and then go talk about it and tell others about it, because I was waiting because I had something to say about that.
No, and she did that as well. She did that too. I mean, she reached out to my when she learned that I left the place. She reached out to one of my family members and like, oh, I helped her with this and that and but at the same time, what she helped me with was a loan. I had to pay her back. So it was not genuine. I had to pay back for everything that she helped with.
But that's life, bro.
So I know.
That's life. You have to pay
exactly, back. And I have no problem. But the fact that you are complaining because I made a decision to
elevate yourself,
to go on a journey to accomplish certain things. It's a problem to you. It ought not to be that way. That sounds selfish.
All right. When you come off of the phone, I'm gonna lay out something for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because yeah. Cool.
All right.
Cool. All right. Thanks again, SouFLo. Respect.
All right, manners and respect.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So that caller sounds pretty young to me. Might not be. Maybe his voice is just young, but he could also be young emotionally, intellectually, emotionally young. You have some people out there say back to users and back to ungrateful. Me help people already that turn around and said, me never asked you to do all that. You do that because you did want to do that. Now imagine you're helping someone, right, out of the goodness of your heart, right? People always say stuff like this. When you help somebody, you help them without expecting anything back. That's when it's genuine. I will tell you this. Even when somebody is expecting nothing back, they're expecting some respect. They're expecting you, because nobody goes around looking for somebody who is disrespectful to them to say, let me help this person because them diss me all the time. Let me help this person because the person here just, tell me about myself and me underneath and all that all the time. Gratitude, Kataija Empress. They might expect gratitude, right? So ungrateful people don't have no gratitude. So the person look at me and say one day, why you always talk about what you do for me? I said, you know why I'm talking about what I do for you? Because I do for others and I never speak about it. I never speak about it because they always show gratitude and respect. You, on the other hand, you're disrespectful as hell. And you have never said, thank you, I appreciate what you do for me. Nothing, ever. You just take anything me give. And you're always there to take, right? So when I said that, the person I said, yeah, you always a throw back in my face what you do for me or whatever. I said, I throw it back in your face to remind you what I've done for you, because you seem like you forget. Because normal people don't function like that. Normal people actually show gratitude to who does for them. You got to understand. Nobody no owe you nothing out here. So the least you can give as an adult back to anybody who give you even a cup of water with 2 ice cubes in it is show some gratitude, right? And it's hard to have that person understand this. It's hard to have some people understand that because them not have no gratitude in them, and they are takers. And takers are usually also ungrateful because that's their nature. They take. You know, have nothing else to give. No, me gone over here, so go see what me can get from over here, so too. It's just on to the next person when you run out of it. It's never, I appreciate you so much, man. I'm thankful for you. Man, you know, instead, then we just take. One day, you ever get up one day and said, how come you never ever say thank you? I hear what they say. Well, we never ask you to do all that. You do it because you did want to do it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
Good. I'm gonna translate the because everybody very confused in the comments
about that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, my mother used to say something when I was younger that always stuck with me. She said, "Man a man." Okay. It is a woman can support you absolutely in your dreams, but it's not her job to carry you on her back. That is a turn off. Okay, because at the end of the day, man a man. And what makes a man, part of it are the struggle. That helps build the resilience. So if you can have somebody support you in your dream, but if you're just looking to see who I can step on to get where I'm going, she probably peeped that, and that's not working. And that's what it sounded like this young man was doing.
That's where I was going to go with that.
Who can I step on? Who can be my stepping stone? All right, she give me a little. Okay, let me see how much more I can get. How much more I can get, and then she stop. She don't want to see me. It's not her job to see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's your job to build up yourself.
Right. She give me a place for stay. She give me a loan. She's supposed to give me more.
My God.
She don't give me no more.
But you have to tap her till she dry.
Yeah. Because
what are you giving her? What did you bring to her life?
That's what I wanted to ask.
How did you add value to her? You just depend on what she can do for you. People like that, them, I don't want to, not just saying it disrespectful, but people like that, it's a turn off. Let me just put it that way.
Takers.
See me?
And they will flip the script. They will flip the script and make you seem like you're the bad person.
You're the problem, yes.
Yeah.
You see me? I'm a giver, but to a point. I will give you from the goodness of my heart. I will, but when I get to the point where I realize you don't have no belly button, when I realize that you don't have no end, I drop you so fast your head spin. Where I drop you. In the middle of whatever you got going, I drop you so because it just turn me off. Because you are not going to use me like somebody at IV and their job is to just fill up your veins and give you life. Life is about reciprocity. Life is about mutual giving. Right?
Exactly.
So you cannot say, okay, I want to get here. Who can give me this? All right, this one give me. All right, who next? Who can give me this? All right, yeah, this is my dream. What about their dream? What are you adding to that person's life?
Exactly.
No, man, you're a user. Young man, sorry, you are a user. Translation. That's what everybody said them can't understand. I'm gonna break it down for you. You are a user. And the woman peeps say you're a user. And you have to change that. Because let me tell you, people will sniff you out. And there will be people who genuinely can help you. When them people say you're a user, they won't even turn the light on for you.
True.
And then opportunities that you could have gotten will not come your way because you cannot use people to and that's I think it's an issue in our culture as well. Our people feel say them can step on each other to get somewhere. And that's why Jamaica's still in poverty till this day. We cannot step on each other to reach somewhere. That's not how it works. You know, every other group reach somewhere.
Pull each other
Community. Yes, that's how you do it. Me pull up you, you pull up me. Me pull up you, you pull up me. Me pull up you, you pull up me.
Absolutely.
That's how it's done. But with us, we feel so we have to tear at each other eyeball, who we can use, who we can pretend to love, who we can take from. You can't give me, you can't give me, you can't give me.
Give me more.
No, more. You can't give me, you can't beggy. That is not how you make it. God blesses you when he sees that you are giving as much as you're receiving. That's when God will bless you.
True.
So, young man, I listen to you. The woman Pete say you are a user. Okay? And it is not a woman's job, nor is it in our nature to build up a man from scratch. You have to have something to you as a man.
True.
Right?
True.
So that can't work.
True.
Sometimes a woman can get away with that, but a man cannot get away with beggy.
Yeah.
It don't look good.
Yeah, I'm
I always say, it look bad for anybody to be sloppy, but a sloppy woman look worse.
Yeah.
A beggy man look worse.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Hey, absolutely. You
So
nailed that. Yeah, you nailed that. I don't even have to say any more about that. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't have said that no better. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. Hello. Private, no. That number that jump. Hello. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. Hello. Oh, these numbers just go silent. Yeah, I couldn't have said that no better. I couldn't have said that any better. You know, remember when remember when I came back from Jamaica a couple of months ago, the last time, and I said the same thing about the beggy men. And I was like, I don't know what happened to our culture, because the woman them out there are hustle, whether they must sell fruits and whatever else, or going to work at some establishment or something. And it's the largest group of begging men I've ever seen in our life. To one point when I stop at one place to get some food, and a brother there behind a tree up after me. Now, I'm from old school Jamaica. We don't after men when we call them. So I don't know if it was a new thing. And when me turn around and me see who did that after me, the brother had the nerve to go. That was weird to me. So I don't know if it's a new age thing or whatever. But ungrateful people have always been around, man. And grateful people have always been around. Good people have always been around. Bad people have always been around. Givers have always been around, and takers have always been around. So nothing will change. It is just like what I said in the beginning. You know, you're a giver, you better have some limit, because takers have none. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I've been trying to get you for ages.
Oh, well, here we are.
Now I want to say something about that young man who called. I think this woman, she took in this man. He didn't explain if she had children, but maybe she felt that he was going to leave her. Maybe she was like a mother figure, and sometimes mothers don't want their children going far. So that is what come to my psyche.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Could be.
Maybe she don't have children. She feel like he's going to leave her and go away. But maybe he can't read her mind and she can't read his mind. So that's what I feel. That's what I'm picking up. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. But also, she wouldn't want him to drain her resources if he's not giving back. Like the sister that just called, the voice of reason said, right? Life is about reciprocation. So I do for you, you do back for me. I do for you, you do back for me, right? Sometimes I can do more for you than you can do for me, but at least you're still doing back for me, kind of thing. Some people just take. They're not doing nothing back for you, and they will never do nothing back for you. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
SouFlo.
Family. You have to fix up the phone. You got to fix up the phone, bro. If you're on Bluetooth or you're on speaker, you could get off those and you'll be clear.
Yeah, so I think the culture with Jamaican men right now is a lot of them were grown with their moms.
The culture with Jamaican men.
Fathers in their home to teach them to be men. So they grow with women tendency of asking for things instead of going out to work for things. And the women that were raised by their mothers are raised like the men.
Because they watch their mother working for things, so them emulate mommy. But the boy them never see them mother beg nothing. Them see them mother work.
No, but a lot of women, when a woman beg, it's okay because she can beg and give back the man something. So when you watch his mother do that, he not know if he give back to a man, but so I don't think that he might do.
Like so.
So when you watch his mother beg something now, and his mother can give something to a man, when him see mother and another man the figure around him, he emulate his mother. But he don't understand say him and his mother can't do the same thing.
Right.
And he still be a man.
You make sense. You make sense.
So that's the problem with the culture. Because I see same thing with the culture up here too. A lot of the single mother culture. It creates weak men and make women stronger. Because what women go to know, they're gonna try to go there and be the man what they want.
Same.
And that go isolate them from even getting the man that they want.
Y'all make some valid points, brother.
And then the men them know, them get them suffer now, and them feel like say, oh, them can go there and treat women just like how they and look at women just like how they look at their moms. But then if you understand, the love from your mother is more unconditional, but the love from a woman is conditional. You have to be able to earn a keep.
Same.
So that's the culture.
So it's a cultural shift.
That's my 3 cents.
All right, your 3 cents make a whole heap of sense. Yeah, big up yourself. I appreciate this.
Man.
All right, brother. Yeah, it makes sense. I think it's King Biggs or somebody said it takes a man to raise boys. Okay, Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curse said it. It takes men to grow boys. Yeah, and you can't tell nobody different. It takes men to grow boys. A lot of women say, I was a single mother and I grew my boys by myself and they turned out just fine. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a man to grow boys. Well, you're an exception. And even then, I am absolutely sure that there are tendencies within your men that you grew that are super feminine because they emulated mommy in something. They might not have gone all the way broken wrist, but they emulated you in some way, in something so far that part of them is there. But anyhow, neither here nor there. To you, Uncle SouFlo, thank you for another year of keeping us grounded with the topics in your unbiased opinion. To Shakira and the kids, well wishes, Uncle at SouFLoTV. Bless up. Jev, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. And while we are here giving out these thank yous, thank you to everybody whose name is in green, because as you know, you give this channel an extra level of support. You're not just a subscriber. You actually have a membership to the channel, right? And that goes a super long way. That's an extra level of support that I myself couldn't buy. And I thank you for that. And it's because of you why we're able to wake up every day and do these lives and have these discussions and be somewhat entertaining and all that stuff. So I thank you again. And I thank you for keeping my spirits lifted, because I need it a lot of the times. I might come on here and act like I'm the show, but I need it a lot of the times. And I get it from you a lot of the time. That's why it's hard for me to even take a day off, because I feel like I'm missing something and I need to come to you for it. And I do get it when I come to you for it. You empower me. And I appreciate you for that. And I thank you so much for that, for forming this community right here and for holding this together. I know me do it. It's you do it. Because if it wasn't you all here, it wouldn't be here. There'll be nobody here. Right. So I appreciate you greatly for that. And I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, but to those who do, Merry Christmas to you. To those who don't, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever else you celebrate, all that stuff to you. All right. I'm not partial to anybody's religion or anybody's cultural anything. We're all different people, and at the end of the day, we're all the same and just people. Let's see. Let's grab this call real quick. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, SouFlo. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing?
Good, good. Can't complain.
Awesome.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. That gentleman that just called just now, he makes some valid points, and the two ladies before. You understand what I mean? Only thing I will rebut what he said before is that I grew up with my mom, single mother, and me grow strong and mindset strong and firm. You understand? Well, that doesn't mean everybody ever grows strong the same way. You understand what I mean? So I totally get that. But when you grow on a woman, me is a young youth in my mid-30s. Me talk to older woman from me I go to school. And when you go on woman, people say you try to use them. They're not going to invest in you. You understand? If a woman sees your head is on a swivel and you do the right thing and you come to uplift her thing and stuff like that, she got people that know so you're genuine.
Right.
But if she realizes a bit say, yeah, take her for your ride, or you just did it, you just get where you get and leave.
Sure, withdraw.
Well, she gonna withdraw from you. That's just common sense.
Right. That's what
I mean?
That's what I was advise anybody to do, not just a woman. May I advise anybody to do that to save yourself. Bro, do you know that the people who hurt the most are the people who give the most, and the only reason you hurt so much is because you gave too much.
Of course.
Watch the mathematics there now. Because if you didn't give nothing, you wouldn't feel any way about it one way or another. You understand? In the context of giving and givers versus takers. The givers be hurt a lot because they gave a lot. And then they feel hurt. Like, oh God, look how much me do for that person, and them still treat me like dog, and them still disrespect me, and them still this. But if you don't give them nothing, you don't feel no way.
Exactly. Easy to cut ties.
Yeah.
When a person invests in you see, a lot of people always sit behind a computer and talk and they don't know. So when a person invests in you and you walk away, leave that and then do everything for you and help you climb up that ladder and then you just walk like that, it's not easy. Trust me. I mean, we can sit and say, okay, get over it. But when a person invests and knows that they put a lot in here, and see just get away like that and stuff, I say, I can't do no violence because I don't believe in that. That's woman or man.
Right.
But it's not easy like how some people like, get over it because they invest in you.
Right. True. Very true.
It's just a thing where you make me laugh because you said the man and called you. You make me laugh.
Yeah, bro.
But
I couldn't believe it. I done a Sharkies me there, and I said, let me stop and get some seafood. And I jump out of the car, and a brother was behind a tree, and there's a young black brother behind a tree. Psst. When me hear this, me I look around because it was getting dark, and I'm trying to see my environment and be safe and stuff. Plus, me have my kids in the car, right? That's what, and I'm vacationing. So I'm looking around. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? The man stayed there and until me actually found him with my eyes. You follow sound until you see where it's coming from. And when me see him start wave like this to me from behind the tree, but come here now. Me just go straight into the place, and I was so ticked off that he was doing it. I beg him, beg something, but you beg so much that you start after man.
Oh my gosh, man.
And in our culture, we don't stop the man.
No,
unless something miss me. All right. So that did tick me off.
Oh my gosh, man.
Funny thing is, if the brother did just walk up to me and say, bro, I beg you something, I think, or whatever, I probably would have told him, all right, I'm going to go get some food.
Yeah,
and probably give him something. But you're there behind a tree.
Creepy to me. Yeah, I don't know you either.
I call me like me a woman.
Yeah, I don't know you. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, bro. All right,
but SouFLo, thank you for accepting the call.
Yes, man.
Just over the Christmas holiday, take care of yourself and your family and your wife. God bless, and all the best for the new year.
Manners and respect to you, and the same to you, my brother.
Thank you. Bless
all right. Bless up. All right. We have to get into these topics, we have more topics to go, the Vybz Kartel interview breakdown is going to take about 15 minutes or so. Let me see what time it is, 11. Okay. The story about the medical doctor that was found with his throat cut is another story I wanted to get into, right? Them not have any shame. Yeah, them not have no shame to the point where them start stuff the man. We not gross up. I don't ever remember in Jamaican culture it was okay for a man to call a next man like this. Psst, psst. So I was really checking myself like, either may I get really old and things have really changed, or this brother just don't know where I do. Something is amiss. I mean, I try to figure out where it was. You know, psst, from back around 3. Weird behavior. Weird behavior. Big up to the Jamaican woman them. Cause boy, one thing we know about Jamaican woman I've seen. You know, I hear girls say all the time, oh, if man want me, I have to do me here and all that. But majority of the woman them that I see, them depend them hustle. Them a work in a some way, one way, shape or form or another. Big up to the man them too. We whole a hustle somewhere, somehow. Whether it's from being your degree to a certification to entrepreneurship to whatever the case may be. I don't care if you are push hand cat a market, but you're just not walking around just begging when you're able-bodied and your mind is intelligent. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. And again, takers, set your limits. Because, I mean, givers, set your limits. Because takers don't have no limits. And the most messed up part is a lot of the time, them takers are closer to you than you think. It be your children. It be your spouse. It be your close family members. I don't know, stranger, I know. It be people close to you. Yeah. Yeah, round a corner, psst, me nans. Psst. Come here now. Come here now. All right, let's jump into the story real quick. So, the decomposing body of a doctor was discovered. Now, the Westmoreland, Jamaica. The Westmoreland Police Division is investigating the murder of 57-year-old medical doctor Aung Naing, whose decomposing body was found at his apartment on Sunday. Commander Officer for the Westmoreland Division Superintendent of Police Othniel Dobson said that the Burmese-born medical professional was last seen 2 weeks ago. So I've been locked up in my house for about 2 weeks now. He was found after residents reported smelling very foul odors coming from his apartment. The police, with the assistance of the Jamaica Fire Brigade, broke down the place and gained entry into the apartment where the body was discovered with multiple stab wounds. If you look at our icon this morning, the picture that you see in the middle of the Asian-looking man, it's the doctor. Adding that there were no signs of forced entry, no signs of burglary. Superintendent Dobson said that investigations are ongoing at the moment, and the police are seeking assistance of the public to solve this case. The Westmoreland Police are appealing to anyone with any information that may assist in this investigation to contact the nearest police station or just simply call 119 or 311. Now, the follow-up to that story is another story. This is a medical doctor. He's been in Jamaica for quite some time. He's not Jamaican, but he found Jamaica to be the place where he wanted to live. You know, it's funny. A lot of Jamaicans are running out of Jamaica, and people from other places are running into Jamaica. And while we are running, we are not saying, boy, the place bad, and no opportunity no day here, and the murder rate high, and this and that. They going in. They hear all that. They're not oblivious. They know what's happening. I don't know if they go in thinking these things can happen to me, or they go in thinking, it's just a small number. You know, that won't reach me. Or they go in thinking, me don't know. I don't know how to explain when them I think. When them go in thinking what they thinking. But a lot of foreigners are ending up in Jamaica, making Jamaica their home, taking up citizenship and making Jamaica their full-time home. So my computer there frazzle. I want to get the rest of the story. So I'm working with it. I don't know what happened. This morning, I'm in here. I've been up since 3 a.m. and I've been working on 2 computers back to back and back since 3 a.m. And about 7 o'clock this morning, I said the light cut out. And it knocked out the sound out of this computer, my sound card. That's why I had to reboot the whole system in order to do this live this morning. And then ever since then, on my other computer now is moving like 1 mile per hour. Landilo, Westmoreland. The discovery of the medical doctor's body with stab wounds at his home in the normally quiet Landilo Phase 1 housing scheme has left residents shocked and puzzled, given their knowledge of him as an introvert. He's not somebody that is out and about like that. 57-year-old Dr. Aung Naing was found. He was found in his house Sunday afternoon with stab wounds to his chest and his neck. A highly placed police source has said that there was a lot of blood in that house and that the constabulary has theorized that this looks like a crime of passion, as the house was locked up. Somebody did it and then locked him in there and left. A highly placed police source says this looks like a crime of passion. Now, a driver who is living in the community for the past 30 years, who gave his name as Ratcliffe Harris, said that he knew the doctor and he was saddened by the news of the doctor's death. Didn't expect this to happen to him. It is so very sad right now to hear this story and to know that this man who takes care of me, because right now I know if I go to that doctor, he said, if I go to that doctor, I would have to pay. But with this man, I don't have to pay any money. Any problem, you can call him and he will talk to you about what the problem is, give you some expertise. He was that kind of person. He not charge everybody for everything. He did a lot of work for free. I know she usually come down here. I don't know who I talk. He just went into, he said that Dr. Nine was married and had a son with his wife, but she does not live in the parish. Now me I wonder if his wife a Jamaican or she come from where he's from, Burmese or Burma. The man said he is married and he has a son with his wife, but she does not live here in this parish. I know she usually come down here every end of month though, and she carries her son, but the son get big now. And I know that he himself is studying to be a doctor. Dr. Nang, who is from Myanmar, has been living in Jamaica since 1997. He first started working at Kingston Public Hospital before moving to Savannah, being around people from Sav. Me get to start say Sav because Shakira is from Sav. And every time me say Savannah Lamar, she busts out a laugh because she said that's how they know that we're not from there. Because we say Savannah Lamar and nobody from there says Savannah Lamar. Them say Sav. So he came to Jamaica in 1997, started working at the Kingston Public Hospital before moving to Sav Public General Hospital in Westmoreland. However, he was transferred to Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover after what was said to have been a misunderstanding between himself and a patient. He later worked at a private doctor's office in Sav. However, the Jamaica Observer was told that he was not working there at the time of his death. He's a man that I am showing you, say, face stick. He has no behavior in a way, but he doesn't really keep friends. That's weird. Them start off talk about the man good, how him do free services, medical expertise, lend for free. You can call him up if you have problems and he'll try to help you out. But somebody now is saying he's a man that I'm telling you, I'm showing you he's feisty and he has no behavior in a way, but he doesn't really keep friends. Harris says that the doctor's Toyota Axiom motor car was not at the home when his body was found. A neighbor, Devon Robinson, who said he last saw Dr. Nine 2 weeks ago, told the news media that nothing looked unusual at the house from the outside. He said that Dr. Nine lived alone and would be inside the house a lot of the times without anyone even knowing that he was in there. He's that kind of guy. Introverted, keeps no friends, lock up in the house. According to Robinson, on Sunday, a man on his way to a neighbor's house raised an alarm after seeing a swarm of flies at one of the windows and vultures, jankro, pitch, known to Jamaican as jankros, circling the establishment. The police were called, after which firefighters were summoned to remove the locks so they could get into the house. I feel a way enough to know, say, you're here, you're right here, so, and somebody next door to you dead, and you never know or hear anything. People who live nearby them never know either. So, you're going to feel a way because it could be you same way. Simple like that, Mr. Robinson said. Meanwhile, the police sources said that they are following the leads that they have and they are looking at different angles and they are checking with family members to find out if he has had any persons visiting him. Honestly, if you look on the house, because there's a picture of the house, and if you look at the house, it looks spooky around there. Big, tall, overgrown grass. You know, it doesn't look like somewhere where a doctor would live. A doctor, a practicing, working, earning doctor would live. It's off in the cut and it's very rustic and overgrown with tall grass everywhere. And I don't know. You know, a lot of these people come from places too. You know, I look at the house and I say the house look a certain way, but he might be from somewhere in his native country that is way worse. You know, I've watched documentaries where a lot of them come from like a garbage heap, pretty much. So the stuff that we look at in Jamaica and say, boy, I want one better house than this, you know, and this don't look good and that don't look good for them. It's a come up. I don't know if that was the case with him, but he has been in Jamaica and he's been a doctor all these years. We're talking about from way back in how long? What, 1997? 1997. I wonder if my wife killed him. I wonder if it's his wife killed him. Or I wonder if he had some hanky-panky going on over there. I don't know. Crystal G said the man now look no friend. Well, it would have helped if you have some friends. You can't go to a strange country, man, that is not your country and isolate yourself. It could be dangerous for you to socialize too much, but you can't move into people's neighborhood and just lock up in your house. So. And when you come out of your house, you drive past them, going about your business. That's not how Jamaica works. That is not how Jamaica works. I want to know how him faced it too. Because the man say he's faced me, I tell you. And he's a man who don't keep friends. But at the same time, he was saying he's a person that do a lot of free work. And you can literally call him with anything. And he'll have a conversation with you about it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just another story of what's been going on the island. Like I told y'all before, you know, I notice a trend that's going on. And every time there's a new murder, the news media will also put out that crime is down by 18% or murders are down on the island by 18%. The other day, them say triple murder committed. Murder is down by 17%. I understand that it's an election season, right? And the goal is to make the administration who is in power look good. So the people not feeling it. But it feels weird to me to say triple murder just happened, and the next thing you read under that is murder is down by 16%. And at the end of the day, it's facts. Okay, it's numbers that are put out there, and those are the numbers. It's factual. The numbers is we did more murders last year than we did this year. At the same time, we still passed we're 1,100 number again. That's little Jamaica for you. I can bet you this though. They will find who did this soon. They're not telling us everything. Them not tell we if him did have, the good doctor did have cameras around his place, if they got any footage from anybody, if his neighbors had cameras, anybody seen any. They're not telling us anything, so we'll just have to see how this turns out. But you know, it can happen to anybody. It can happen to Higla, it can happen to doctor. Nobody is off limits. It's just another news to our news. Right, Reggae Girl? Charlotte Law says from 1997, he must have some friends. That's what they're saying. He don't keep friends. He don't keep friends. Him have him wife, but she don't live there. She live in another parish, and she only comes down once a month at the end of the month. But we'll see where this goes. I don't think this is... I'm starting to think maybe, you know what, I'm not even going to throw nothing in there. I'm going to say maybe I'm wife, but me not bother. Because it could have been like a side thing. It could be. I've seen these stories turn out to be pretty weird. Like that Dr. Broomfield, I think his name was. And then we found out that it was some young boy cock. Yeah. So you never know. Anyway, our last story of the morning is the breakdown of the Vybz Kartel interview on The Fix, which I'm going to take the URL and I'm going to pin it under this video when we're done as the first comment. I know some of you might be like, I'm not interested in that. So I promise you, it's super entertaining. Watch it. You owe it to yourself to watch it. I classify this as the best interview that Vybz Kartel has ever done. I give credit to The Fix for this. So like I was saying before also, I had reached out to Vybz Kartel for an interview. Because you know, everybody before was like, SouFlo, you need to get your interview too and all that. You know, sometimes I feel like things happen to keep you in your lane or to keep you away from things that were not meant for you. Comedy, the whole time I was here saying I'm not an interview kind of person because I can do it if I want to do it, but it's never been my forte. You know what I mean? Now, SouFlo off topic, but we're about to be dragged into the Fat Joe versus FBA. Keep an eye on it. I am. All right, Jev, will do. Yeah, so I reached out and never got a reply. And I've been waiting on a reply, and I didn't get a reply from him when I reached out for the interview. So, but like I said in my reaching out, I understand that, you know, it's close to Freedom Street time. He's super busy with the promotions and the interviews and the running the road and all that. And I don't expect to be pushed to the front of the line over anybody else. So with that happening and me waiting for a response, the Fix interview came out. after watching half of the Fix interview, I realized that I wouldn't do any justice doing an interview with Vybz Kartel anyways. You have to understand, for the people who are saying, SouFlo, me, I wait upon that for you get your interview. Understand this, right? When I followed Vybz Kartel's case, I followed his case from a genuine place. Like, I really studied the details of his case and how his case was tried in a court of law in Jamaica. And that is what drove me to say that these guys are wrongfully convicted and need to be free. And it was based on that alone. Over the years, a lot of people were saying stuff like, yeah, so the man need to be free because him do music where you like. Me not understand that. But no matter how I try to explain to people that I'm not that basic. Like, I don't care how great your music is. If forensic gave me solid proof that what he was accused of was what he did, and it was irrefutable, I would have said, go do your time. But watching the case and how the case unfolded, that's where my side was drawn, and that's where my opinions were formed, right? So I never really had do it to get no interview out of it anyway. And when he was released, a lot of people were like, SouFlo, you are going to interview him next time. We want to see that interview there. So I was kind of going off of my audience members who are like, them want to see that interview there. But remember what I said before? I had never interviewed anybody before except for one person. And is a young youth that does movies down in Miami. And since that, and that was years ago, and I've never done anything else. And the only reason I did it with him was because I was actually in his movie. It was, yeah, I was in his movie. So it was like one hand wash the other kind of thing, you know? Use your platform, help me promote the movie. And I figured, hey, I'll help you promote you because I think you're a dope artist or you're a dope person who can go far in that industry kind of thing. So I'll do what I can on my end. And that was that. With that said, after watching this Nightly Fix sitting, me know that me couldn't do no justice to no interview with Kartel. Because the Nightly Fix interview literally covered every single angle. It's kind of like being, if you was an artist and you were supposed to go on stage and they put you behind Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson go up there on the stage and perform. You know, when Michael Jackson come out on the stage, people start faint. Him go so and flash him sweat. 2 bead of sweat like a woman in the front. Them have to carry her out on stretcher. You can't go on the stage after that. You know, it's done. What are you going to go on the stage after that and do? Nobody know want to see you after that. It's kind of how I approach this thing. It's like that Nightly Fix interview took the I want to do an interview right out of me. So I don't want to do no interview no more. But let's go tell everybody to go watch the Nightly Fix interview. We're going to get into all that. What's the name of the movie that I was in? Damn. I just watched it the other day. I don't even remember the name of it, to be honest. And a bag of things go on after with the young producer who did the movie. He was making his moves for a while. I started seeing him doing videos, music videos for some prominent names in dancehall and reggae music. And I was like, yeah, he getting there. And then boom, I got a call one day that said, yo, you know, say so-and-so is incarcerated. And I was like, what? Incarcerated? Yeah, bro, he been locked up since when and this and that. And I don't want to get into the details of all that, you know. One day I probably will, but I'm still waiting for. Yeah, no, Audrey, right? Me can't follow that. Me can't follow that. Can't follow that interview there with the Fix. I give it to them. They did that interview. I'm gonna pull up the movie. See, and this thing locked me out of all my accounts. All right, we're not gonna do that. So now I've lost that. Let me see, give me a second there. Let me see. I'm multitasking. So while I'm talking to you about this, I'm also actually pulling up this, the movie. I think I did a vlog on it, and the vlog was called My First Movie. And every time somebody asks me, what's the name of the movie you were in? I always go, boom, there it is. My first movie. So my first movie, July 28th at 9 p.m. on Vimeo. It's called Pay the Price. The movie is called Pay the Price. Watch out, me hop out of the car like me a bad man to know with my security and everything around me. Hold on there. Hold on there. Let me share this. Let me share this back with y'all. This was just like the intro.
Bob, proceed with cutting my hair. Tell us that don't mess up the song there.
Yo, you know what I call that gun? See, I'm blind. Yeah. Cause when anything you see, you get.
Yo, Wayne Spice.
Wayne Spice. Even sound so familiar, you know. Hey, brown. Kind of browner than you, though.
Big up, Charlie.
Yeah. Todd. Oh, and he work for one night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You don't know him in a...
All right, so that was just the intro for the movie. And I did some vlogs around them, but the name of that movie was Pay the Price. Was the name of the movie. Hey, y'all, wanna look past Shakira from look at Shakira back in that time, yeah. Hold on there. Wait there, watch this.
Man, I think shit I want. Come on, watch this. Watch a size analysis at the end of 3 years.
Hold on there.
We zoom good.
I just want to show you her. Oh, that's them lizards in the trees in Miami. For those of you who don't like lizards, are you afraid of them? Enough of them, and them big. They're all over Florida, but they're not for Miami. Iguanas. No one, let's see Shakira. Hold on there. Let me see if she'll come back in the screen.
That's the lizard.
Old vlogs. I gotta start going back through these old vlogs.
That's not a lie. I'm not afraid of that all insects. That's not like things that crawl upon me. I'm afraid. That's not like things that crawl upon me. Somebody at that jump off right now. You don't want that jump on you?
No, fuck no.
Right.
I scream like a wallaby.
Alright.
But not how 100% think crawl for an
Anyhow, yeah.
Creepy crawler sitting up on me.
So the person that asked it, the name of the movie is Pay the Price. And the whole movie is on YouTube, actually. Hey, you Oscar, them stiff me off. I mean, Oscar. But anyhow, you see you, Audrey. Woo, yeah, this was before kids. This was before kids. We were having a time to be had. It was. Looked like it just come back from Iraq. Somebody said, no. I was just actually, I was on the road a lot then. I was on the road a lot, taking a lot of contracts out of town, mainly in Texas. But you know, we did there in all our southern states, them traveling and these things. Yeah. I have to turn my phone. Because I don't like lizard. Audrey, afraid of lizard? Well, you can't be in Florida then, because we have them everywhere. You just have to walk past them, man. Them not do you nothing. So here's what I gathered so far from the Vybz Kartel thing. Now, remember, I'm going to tell you which part I stopped. I started watching it, and I stopped at a certain point because it's long. It's a super long. That's another thing that makes it so interesting, because them sit down there and them vibe for a while. Again, shout out to the Fix. You did it. You took the interview for the year. If you go back through the year and watch other interviews, there's none like this one, right? And all Vybz Kartel interviews, none of them brought this energy out of him. When the interview started, Kartel, he was crying. He was almost crying. Now, you know, everybody wants to see him cry or ask, where am I crying for? I didn't get far enough into the video to see where, at what point he was crying and what he was almost crying for, choking up for. I think that caught me off guard as well was that he used demure, cutesy, very mindful. We just talked about that the other day, right? He addressed the falling out of Corey Todd. This is history for the people them who are real Vybz Kartel supporters, are fans of. He addressed the falling out between him and Corey Todd. The man said, you know, I don't know if y'all know it, but Corey Todd was this businessman, and I don't know if y'all remember, but a shooting gone. And back in them time, the Corey Todd was saying that Vybz Kartel was trying to kill him and kill his family and all kind of stuff like that. And, you know, a bag of something. But anyway, Kartel addressed the falling out between both of them. He said it was argument over something that should have never happened and all that, but it gone already. And what am I going to do now? You know, but move forward. And he was in business before, and it was Corey Todd that actually, you know, said to him like, yo, you're huge as a star. You need to have your own products. And that's where the Vybz Rum started from first. And he was doing the Vybz Rum, signing artists, doing the club thing, doing a bunch of different things at the time. But when him and Corey, he said Corey was like so close that when him and Corey fell out, he didn't feel like going to continue in that business. You know, sometimes you're in a relationship with somebody like it's beyond the business. You know, a good party this. So to the point where if you have a disagreement, the business cannot continue. And that's what happened there. The man says 2 times him cry in prison. 1 time him cry in a prison when when Shorty mother, his mother-in-law died. And they loved that woman there. And the next time he cried, he said it was personal. And then him put him drinks in at the ear and said, cheers to heartbreaks, right? And then, of course, they talked about To Tanisha, the album. If you've never listened to the album To Tanisha from Vybz Kartel, please get the album there. That album, I think Heartbreak made him do some of his dopest work. I know a lot of people who were looking for hardcore dancehall music or hardcore reggae music per se wouldn't as gravitate towards that. That album was more of if any album could have crossed over for me, it would have been that To Tanisha album. It had hits on it. But you know, he wasn't out here to work it, perform it. And if he was, it would have never been made because it was Heartbreak that made him make that album. Because him said that on the show, up on the Fix, too. You know, him say, I wasn't all right. And he even a song on there talking about he's not all right. So he had to go through it. So Tanisha, you know, have him in there a ball. But he also gave props to Shorty for being a strong woman that she is and raising his kids the way that she did. Because as you can see, all his children came out pretty damn good. He also talked about something where he said, them asking about an artist that you might like. And if you're the kind of person who would say, me like Vybz Kartel, so me like every song where he make. And if that's who he considers to be a fan. And he was like, no, because he named a bunch of artists that he likes himself. And he said, me like the artist, but me not like every song where they make. So you still reserve the right to be subjective and the right to be objective, even if you like an artist. I said, okay, me can let the cat out of my bag now. Because for me, when I was doing reviews heavily, I would have reviewed every Vybz Kartel song when I like. And if I didn't review the song, it's because I never liked it. But I never came out and ever said, me not like that song there. That song did not add up to me. It don't make no sense. I just skipped it. Right? And people would be like, so how come you're not reviewing a new song? I wouldn't answer and I just wouldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if you support somebody, you support them. And if them do something where you don't like, you don't just broadcast it to everybody so people could use it as ammunition. Even SouFLoTV said, I want Big Idiot song that. Right? So I just didn't say nothing to avoid that. But now hearing him say, you know, if you don't like somebody's song, you don't like somebody's song them. Even me don't like somebody's song them. So I said, okay, now me can start do that. Then he went on to talk about Drake over Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. He said he would pick Drake over Kendrick any day because Drake struck the balance between art and commerce. He also asked a very valid question. If Drake was to run out on Freedom Street concert and Kendrick Lamar was to run out on Freedom Street concert, Drake would have the crowd singing along to pretty much every song that he was singing because Drake's songs are well known like that. Whereas Kendrick Lamar, what do we know from him really? That the whole crowd is going to sing. They not like us? And then what? Right? Which kind of, me don't know. Me think that Drake are going to show up at a, I think Drake is going to show up at Freedom Street for some reason, but he might not. I don't know. But bigger than that, though, I don't know if y'all saw it. I had a list of who I would want to see on the show. And guess who reunited? Da Vinci. Not Nice. So now you're having a one-room Da Vinci, Not Nice, Popcorn, Cartel. And seeing them reunited, Da Vinci and Not Nice. Remember, you know, Da Vinci had the singer, you know. So his element would have been missing. Them should remember say that his element would have been missing. A bunch of other things. Da Vinci have a hot song out there right now where that's a mad up the place anyways. I forgot what the name of it is because that's not what I'm focused on right now. But you could go check out Da Vinci. He's doing super well. So it's Not Nice, legendary in the game at this point. So to see them back in the camp or back together again, like it tells me that they can put their differences aside. I remember when them did ask Not Nice in an interview about Kartel, and he was like, boy, I don't know, you know, cause that the man there, him live a studio and he make a whole heap of song per day. So all this stuff when them a talk about in the media where him do, me have to ask, I wonder which part him would find time to do all that. Me don't know him for nothing else. And when them man then play a road and these things, when them left studio, them yard, them go. So from studio to him yard and him always in the studio, I don't know where he would have found time to do all that. But they had a falling out. And I think his place was robbed and his equipments were stolen. As a producer, that means a lot to you. Because you know you have your DAT with your drive them and all your music, beats and whatever you make combine and all that gone. So he was like, me know say a Kartel send them. Me don't go want to know why. Me just want to know why, dog. Why you take me stuff? Why you take me things? So to see them now, it says to me that time has gone by and they are able to mature now and get past those growing pains, you know? Right. He also spoke about an appreciation for Sean Paul. And the fact that Sean Paul loves dancehall, even though Sean Paul is an uptown youth where fall in love with the craft and the music and the culture and decides to do it. and that Sean Paul also has his own style. Now, another secret for me, you know, somebody did have up Sean Paul for a while. I had up Sean Paul for a while because I had a thing where, and this is where me and Mr. Vegas did fall out too. I had up Sean Paul for a while because me did I say Sean Paul became a household name globally, but he never kicked off the door and took any others with him, you know? So it was just him out there kind of thing. We don't know a string of artists from Jamaica where we could say, these are Sean Paul's artists, or Sean Paul give them artists at the bus. And we were having this discussion, and then somebody said, who else? And I said, Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas became huge globally. But I don't know anybody who is a Mr. Vegas artist, like Mr. Vegas Buster artist. Yeah. Well, Mr. Vegas never take it too well. You know, and cuss me and say, oh, when me did in a strip club, I strip him there, studio, I sweat it out, and one bag of something, which was hilarious because, you know, that was the time of a time gone by. Anyhow, I saw Sean Paul on an interview in New York. I think it was Rosenberg, them interview, Hot 97 interview or something, where them asked him about Vybz Kartel. This time Vybz Kartel was newly incarcerated. And Sean Paul's answer kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Pause. He was like, well, you know, them man, they know them controversial, as you say. Yeah, and them man, them do them thing a kind of way where basically my thing I got from it was he didn't like Vybz Kartel. And yeah, them do them thing a kind of way where me not like how them do them thing kind of thing. And I was like, damn, the amount of influence and power you have in this industry, you should have just not say nothing if you wasn't gonna say nothing good or nice. Cause the brother in there under pressure already. They already painted a picture of him. He's fighting for his freedom, and then here you are. And I was also under the impression, which I still hold that view, that there were a lot of dancehall artists who felt like when Kartel got prison, the way was gonna be clear for them to come dominate dancehall. And he was gone for 13 years and none of them was able to take it. They still put music out. They were still here. They were still doing their thing. They never elevated to that status. The throne was there and they never got to sit on the throne. Put it that way. But a lot of them wanted him to stay there so they can have their chance at becoming the next biggest thing in the genre. And they weren't built like that. You know what I mean? And I felt like that's what Sean Paul was trying to do. Now, don't get me wrong. Sean Paul got all the streaming numbers and globally is known and all these other things. But when it comes to the genre has crowned Vybz Kartel dancehall king. All these years Sean Paul has been here. Sean, you can argue his numbers with me. But me never see him fill up a stadium in Jamaica yet. Have a big concert yet and these things. You understand? So there's a difference to it. Anyway, the whole interview is interesting to me, you know. But he still shout out Sean Paul and send a respect for him kind of thing. And then they talked about him being locked up, and he basically said it was never about the lyrics, it was always about the influence. I've said that all these years. It was never about his lyrics. It was never about him saying anything that would corrupt the minds of no youths. It was always about the level of his influence and how everyone with all kinds of crimes, he would be in prison and he would see people coming there for rape, double murder, this, that, heinous crimes, and they would always get bail, but him couldn't get bail. All these I've discussed right here before, and I kept showing my audience. Remember when I kept on comparing other people? I said, okay, this guy just got charged for double murder. He's out on bail. These two guys, in most recent times, that kick off the door, went into the house, shoot up the two women, them, kill one of them. The other woman lived. And she went to the police and told the police exactly who did it. They arrested those two guys. The two of them got out on bail. So I would use all these cases over the years. You know, the guy that killed him, beat him wife with an armed girlfriend with a hammer. Wrap her in a tarpaulin. roll her down the steps, roll her across the street, and was about to roll her into the gully, and people saw him and call out him name and him run. He turned himself in a little bit later with an attorney, and he ended up getting a significantly low sentence. So I would use these over the years to compare them to the Vybz Kartel case, that Jamaica don't normally give out these kinds of times. So how him get so much time in a case where nobody was found, no evidence was, how should you say it now? There was no irrefutable evidence. There was no forensic evidence. It was only word of mouth and circumstantial. So I knew all along that it was more about the influence. Plus, I also learned that Jamaica's churches fall under umbrella. It's an organization of the churches. And one of the highest ranking people in that organization did an interview one day where he said, if we had not put Vybz Kartel away in prison, you know, Jamaica wouldn't have any school system today. I was watching it and I said, this is a bishop, this is a churchman. If we had not put Vybz Kartel away in prison, Jamaica wouldn't have any school system today. Wow. Church and state mix, but this is deep. So I said, damn, he got a lot of people fighting him. And it's definitely not about the lyrics, and it's definitely not about his case. It was about the power of his influence. The brother went on to say this. Vybz Kartel said, remember, you know, Jesus gave the blind sight, raised the dead, cut taxes, and the people, the masses, still said, give us Barabbas. Barabbas the rapist, Barabbas the thief, and crucified Jesus. So he was like, yo, if them can do that to Jesus, who is me? You know? So no matter how much good you do, people will always be there to crucify you, basically, which I thought that was a super dope analogy. Now, while not, they asked him about suing the government, because a lot of us who've been following this for years, you know, people are saying, boy, Kartel, I got rich enough when him come out and him done sue the government. He actually said he was even given the green light, basically, to sue, to go ahead and sue. But he's not going to do it. He's not suing the Jamaican government, and he doesn't want to sue them either. He's out. He's free. He's rich. He's making a whole lot of money. And he just want that to be, you know, he's not thinking about suing them. But he did say, Bro God, which is Andrew Holness, he was like, or call me or link me. So everybody was laughing and they're like, yo, it's strange that Andrew Holness, you know, never link you or nothing. And Ari said, but how him to link you? He's basically his JLP and you gone over this to a PMP convention and you're rolling with the orange and this and that. And Kartel was like, yeah, but I'm not bipartisan, right? He's not, everybody knows me a PMP already, he said. That's always been that, but I'm not bipartisan, as in he doesn't feel like he wants to divide up the country into political groups. JLP over here, PMP over there, because everywhere he goes across the country, the people that love him are both JLP and PMP. So, you know, him not feel like him want, oh, I'm stuck over here or stuck over there. And he's lent his support also to JLP platforms as well. So he can't be bipartisan because his love comes from everybody. So he represents for different people from different sides because you're repping Jamaica at the end of the day. I found that very interesting. Kind of straddling the fence when it comes to politics. I said to myself, that's a wise move. That's a wise move. Be an entertainer and then, you know, stay off of the political bandwagon, or not bandwagon per se, but stay off the political thing per se, right? A lot of people would want him as influential as he is, to be championing for. Come on, man. You say you're PMP. Come and we rally through a big PMP concert and make the people them come out and vote. Draw out the younger voters them. We have to win this election. I'm sure somebody is saying that in the background. But Kartel is still an individual and he still has his own life to live. So he's like, yeah, basically what he's saying is we could all coexist. You can be JLP, I can be PMP, and we can still be cool. I'm not going to come out here and try to hardline the thing, right? Because my love comes from the people of Jamaica, whether they are JLP or PMP or anything else. I said, let's apply that to dancehall. Because here's another thing. When I was doing my reviews over the years, people always said, how come you do a review but you only review like Vybz Kartel song them? You mostly review Kartel song. You don't review no other artists. For me, quiet as kept, that was a level of loyalty that was there. It was a level of loyalty that was there. For one, I felt like he was wrongly incarcerated. I felt like he would have been much further expanding the genre of dancehall music for Jamaican culture across the globe had he not been hindered with that life sentence. And I felt like I was able to be a part of a vehicle that would keep his name out here trending and alive in some way. So I never want to give that strength to people who were out here on the ground who could tour, put out albums at will, put out songs every day if they wanted to, do shows, do radio interviews, do television spots, do all these kind of things, him in that prison. So I kind of stayed loyal to that. But now that he's out, I know that he has applied this whole do it for Jamaica kind of thing. Me I said, maybe it's time for me to start do it for dancehall, right? And just do all the artists them, review all the artists that I like, as opposed to just reviewing mostly because I did review a couple of other artists over the years, but I mostly reviewed Kartel. See? So I'm better than me because you would have soup all Jano. Talk about it now. All right, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna resurrect that in the new year and review straight dancehall with all the artists them, as opposed to just sticking to just doing Kartel's music. I mean, I'm good with everybody now, so I might as well be good with everybody now too, right? And we're doing it for the culture, not for the individual. He's a fighter. He addressed doubters and bad mind, projecting their insecurities onto him. There were a lot of people that was saying him not gonna give a good performance at Freedom Street, because him sick and him gonna be winded, out of shape, voice gone, can't perform. Me not pay all that money for go see that. He said, I listen to those people, I hear them. But one time for the doubters and the haters, because they motivate us. But please remember this, that he's a fighter. And please remember that him not like lose. So you're damn right. Freedom Street is going to be one of those for the record books. And then he actually said, listen, somebody who did 13 years in prison under some serious conditions, sold silver from behind bars, sold gold from behind bars, gave you multiple hit songs from behind bars when they have to hide and do it, took care of my children from behind bars, fought for my freedom and the freedom of my brothers from behind bars, and all that, and then get out of prison, and I'm about to do the biggest concert ever seen on Jamaican soil in probably the last 20 years or so, 2 decades and change, and this is while battling Graves' disease. And this is the person who you still want to continue to doubt. It better you doubt yourself. A lot of these people are just projecting their own failures on him. And he said, don't project your failures on me because I'm a fighter. All right. Then there's a part when him talk about how when him did lock up him a get bun left, right, and center. He was getting bun left, right, and center. I guess, you know, Shorty at this point was doing her thing. And the thing was falling apart. So him did get there, say he was getting bun left, right, and center. Him said big up to Macadamon. He laughed. And then him big up Shalom. I don't know if you Shalom is mostly on, he's making his way to YouTube now, but the videos are transitioning from TikTok. Shalom have a kind of way where him talk, right? I'm Shalom, Shalom. And then him say, come down and something, shit in a plate, something. If y'all know who Shalom is. So he was highlighting Shalom and imitating Shalom the whole time, which I thought was another way of him promoting somebody else as well. He said big up to Macadamon and he laughed and talked about what Shalom said about Macadamon. But I found it interesting. He gave a history lesson on Macadamon. He said Macadamon comes from his area. And Macadamon used to keep some of the biggest dances back in the day with certain names on them. Back when her name was Lady Mackerel. She's a foundation in dancehall music. But I found it interesting that he did not mention Macadamon's latest effort. The latest effort is the song that Maca have with Derek. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, she shit up dancehall. I wish she'll go with this mania in a dancehall. So if she turned Derek in a dancehall artist, then this would be the first openly gay man that is a dancehall artist. Or when dancehall reach Yasso. Yo, people were talking. This is what the crowd was saying. But Kartel diplomatically skipped over that. He not mention nothing about our new song. He not mention nothing about Derek. He not mention nothing about nothing. But going back to the beginning, he did mention or used the term very demure, very cutesy, very mindful, which we all know where that came from. So he's very conscious in his thought, and he's very careful. He's picking and choosing meticulously what he's saying, but it flows anyways, right? Now, addressing Lizard murder, that's what I tell you now. Them ask him everything when me could have ever think of to ask him. So there's no sense in even trying to do one. Them ask him about Lizard murder. Honestly, did you do it? He joked. He said, why should I look for myself? Should I look for because she believes I do it, you know? Then he said, no, he didn't do it. And if he did, he could have ran from Jamaica. And he mentioned Lil Durk, the rapper, who booked 3 flights and was trying to leave. And then they caught him at the airport as he was about to board a private jet in the murder for hire plot that he's locked up in now. Kartel said, I was rich then. I could have left Jamaica then. We could have gone to Mexico. I could have been in Mexico crossing over the border with 100 security guards around me, walking through some underground tunnel, cross over into the US or gone anywhere. But I stayed. I stayed in Jamaica. I'm not running because I didn't do what they said I did. I never do it. And he was confident that it wasn't going to go that far, but then it did. And he was still confident even after that, that one day he was going to be free. The man said, a whole heap of broke pocket people, they are foreign, you know. And foreign, easy to go. But me not go nowhere. Nowhere. Because I'm patriotic. He also said that he now has 3 grandchildren. 3 grandpick him have. Him say, I'm a big man now. Childish days are gone, right? He also said there's nothing on payments for him. Everything bought in cash. Now, this is for the people who might be wondering, because a lot of people, I see the conversations, how much money him really have? Him really have make money like that? After 13 years in prison? And during the interview, I noticed he kept saying, you know, see TJ there, whole heap of, you know how much property and houses and stuff we buy while from behind bars, because he always believed he would come out. So he used those years we're planning and writing stuff so we can execute them when we come out. And then he said, everything is bought cash. The house, my house, $130-something million, cash. The Porsche, cash. They also talked about how he created memes before memes existed. Like the JPS meme, Jamaica Pussy Hole Service. Me not pay the bill there. And how he vlogged before vlogging was a thing, which is true. He was vlogging. It was called Vybz Kartel Speaks His Mind. And this was before anybody else started doing the vlogging thing. Vybz Kartel Speaks His Mind. He had volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, so on and so forth. Then he spoke about the power of marketing. The brother are wise, you know. I don't know, regular dancehall artist / me uncle the music kind of mind this. You know, he pulled up the top companies in the world like Microsoft, Nike, KFC for food, etc., etc. And he was like, what do you think all of these companies have in common? Because a lot of people are saying, you need to stay inside. If the public see him less, they will be more intrigued and the concert will sell off better and there'll be more people coming out to see him. Kartel said, because they don't understand marketing. What do all these companies have in common? Marketing. They spend uku buku bucks every year. A majority of their budget is spent marketing. So marketing needs to be done. So I'm out and about and in the street, right? Reggae Girl says, and that's why people being saying that him and Isaac don't link anymore. But this is the reason why he keep a low profile with Isaac and politics. Yeah. Hold on. Audrey says, poor Paula must say did a whole lot of breath till him said that. Him better than me because me would have sued them. Yeah, I think that's why. I mean, him still talk about Isaac and him still support him, but he's not going to be on a campaign trail, a political campaign trail. He's an entertainer and he doesn't want to do politics like that. And sometimes, you know, you can overstep the boundaries and then you have a whole list of other problems to deal with. So no matter make your political thing choice take over your, it's like, give me an artist. It's like, say, Taylor Swift going on a campaign trail for just the Democratic Party. And she stopped our concert, she just up on a campaign trail. You know, you can say who you endorse or what side you endorse, and then you keep it moving, right? And he prefers to do that than to just be out there on a campaign trail. Because like he said, he wants it to be known that Jamaicans, he's for Jamaicans, period. Whether you are that side or this side. You don't want no partisan thing. So Nardo asks about Popcorn and Kartel beef. Because, you know, there was a vlogger out there that put out some rumors that Vybz Kartel did try kill Popcorn and put out a hit on his life. Remember when the Klansman Wandan gang trial was going on? Remember they actually pull up a person who said Vybz Kartel did hire hits from behind bars and me have him on my phone saying these things. So you must understand something, you know. You see, sometimes when people lie, people run with the lies and they don't go to check to see if it's true or wait to hear if it was proven to be a lie or not. So that's why a lie nowadays is very dangerous on social media. Because nobody now wait to hear if the lie get proven to be a lie or nothing. Them just gone with what them hear first. And then what they hear first becomes facts in a lot of people's mind, even though it's lies. So Vybz Kartel put out a hit on Popcorn and the man them barely miss. Them go for him and them barely miss. Popcorn better be careful and all these things. So Nardo asks about Popcorn and Kartel beef. He and Popcorn fell out. He said No, him and Popcorn never really have a beef. What happened was he had just got recently incarcerated. And imagine you get incarcerated, you just lock up, and you look up on TV, and you see Popcorn on TV saying he's signed to somebody else. And that bothered him. Because of him, Popcorn did do business with, right? So that's where the falling out came from. But over the years, if you notice, Popcorn never disrespect him, never say nothing. People used to say how him a rob Popcorn and him send gunman go for Popcorn and him put hit out on Popcorn life, and he was like the public was just talking and talking a whole bunch of shite. Because none of that was going on. Because over the years, him and Popcorn really never stopped link. The little YouTuber who don't show him face. We know who that is. And he said that that person is a nobody. And that no man who hide behind closed doors, you know, can reveal him face and say things. Vybz Kartel is not going to be coming out of prison, I'm telling you. They're going to keep him in there. They're going to dead in there. In there if he stay on dead too. I have a surprise for you. But I'm going to wait to reveal it till after the verdict. Kartel basically said, and we're talking about Serpy. Them call up him name in an interview, so we can't call it up. So Kartel basically said, no person like that will hide behind somewhere. Such man, I hide behind somewhere and I say all way I say, can't do nothing to him. And this is the proof. He says, I'm out, right? Yeah, I'm out, I'm free. Him out, him free, him rich, him famous, him everything again. Get the road for run again. So all that stuff that he was talking, him I got dead in there. Them now let him out. And them have more new cases coming. And just a bunch of stuff when did I talk about. He told the youths them in the process too. He says, don't run down having youths. Them have a thing in Jamaica where them say, you pass how much? You pass the age there and you don't get a youth yet, my youth. You're up on the gelding truck. His message was, don't be in a hurry to have no youths. Now run down having youths. Run down stability first. They also asked him about his feud with Mavado. And he talked about his... This video, trust me, him talk about him days in the alliance. Him talk about how him and Mavado used to par. And then him talk about how him and Mavado kick off. And he said... You know, a lot of people like us, we were like, what if Mavado came out on stage for Freedom Street? But me no said that not gonna happen. Because Mavado, they already said, I did a video on it that has like 100 and something thousand views right now that said Mavado is wanted in Jamaica. Is when Mavado go for getting money from this woman, them pull up say him wanted, you know, and all this time him never know say him was wanted and we never hear nothing about him being wanted. Them pull a fast one, right? So he wouldn't be in Jamaica for Freedom Street. But Kartel said he would do a global tour with Mavado. The Gully Gaza clash, they could turn that into a global tour and take that around the world. And I think that that would make a whole lot of money. Because that is the PowerPoint right there. Vado, Kartel. Dancehall history that. He said that he loves Mavado. And if you check it, they're forwarding from the same camp. Is one alliance still. Bounty Killer, the teacher, right? And they had the biggest clash in dancehall history in the past 20 years. They asked him if you have a problem with your legacy being tied to somebody else. He said no. No. His legacy is tied to Mavado. Just like how Beanie, Bounty, and others before them as well. Right? He gave Bounty his praises and his props. He said Bounty Killer made him rich. Bounty Killer gave him everything gave him the opportunity to take care of his family, and they repeated some stuff that Bounty said about him, might have said in times gone by, and he said, you know what, Bounty Killer the general same way, and him can't say nothing that can hurt me. Him can't say nothing for make me say nothing bad about him, pretty much. He said he was poor. He was super poor. But it broke. Never have nothing. And Bounty Killer made it possible. He even tell his children that the life you live today, can you see him children them? You know, a big Benz and big Beamer and, you know, fancy life and expensive things and whatnot. He told them that it was because of Bounty Killer why they're able to live that way. The thing I liked about this interview was his rum, Straight Vybz rum, was on display. Not only was it on display, it was being used. So all of them are drink the Straight Vybz rum. I don't know if they were drinking the Fever or the Electric. I think it was the Fever that they were drinking. I'm not sure. But I saw the Fever and the Electric on display. And you know, when you just start, have your drinks, your conversation, you know, it is as a slow start. But as the rum kick in, the conversation gets more, like, for me watching this, it got more funnier, as in I was laughing so hard at certain points. Me, I said, Vybz Kartel is a real comedian. And a lot of people might not know that side of him, like he's such a jovial person and him run joke them kind of way there. So it's a good thing to see as well. On that topic, he said, yeah, man, I've always been like that. You know, he's always been that kind of person. 120 minutes in, or not 120 minutes in, 1 hour and 20 minutes in, he talks about Mooney and Madsus getting into a fight in the middle of the street, and him say Kiara Pass nearly killed the two of them because them a fight in the middle of the road. They asked them what them did I fight for, and that's where I stopped the video. So I'll pick up from, actually, matter of fact, I'm not even picking up from there. I'm gonna watch everything all over again. I was watching it low early this morning. No one wake up, nobody else in the house. Everybody up, now go watch it on the big screen in our living room. This is the best interview since his freedom. And it took a team to do this kind of interview. I don't think that, because, you know, let's say it like this now. His first interview out was highly anticipated. We hadn't heard him do an interview in 13 years. So when Mr. Anthony Miller did it, you know, a TVJ thing and all that, yeah, that was intriguing. However, it can't compare to this interview right here. This interview right here, they're relaxed. He's sipping some of his own product, right? The rum. You can actually see the rum kicking and everybody up there having a joyful time, talking, airing everything out. The vibes. It took a whole team to bring that. And the ambience was set right because you have multiple energies in the room and all the energies are like blended properly. They're just bouncing off each other. It wasn't done careful and corporate. Like corporate is like you can't say this, you can't say that, you have to hide this, can't show this, can't be careful, you know, don't say this. This wasn't that kind of interview. This kind of interview, they let loose a little bit. You hear a couple of cuss words, they cursed, you know, them run enough joke. There was enough lessons in this as well. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Hold on there. Yeah, live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
SouFLo, this is Jonathan. So how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, all right.
Big up to the chat.
Yeah, manners and respect, yeah?
This one I called to tell you.
What?
You remember I told you never to my son for 18 years.
Hold on there. Your phone on speaker, Bluetooth, because you're not coming through clearly.
Okay, 2006. All right, you got now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you remember I told him I never seen my son for 18 years?
Yes.
He's here beside me, so slow, officer.
Stop it.
Yes, he's here, so
I'm going to tell you to keep us in touch with what's going on.
Yes, so when I come Friday, I want to see me at airport.
Oh, God. Oh, your Christmas come early.
The Christmas come early, so I'm going to see boy like you say I can't eat.
Big up yourself. Oh, God, me know say you feel good.
Bless up. You must feel good, man. 18 years old, I ain't nothing up now. Me cry, so still. All the police in the airport, I help me cry.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, man, God. Sunday here, in the year.
Me glad for you. Me glad for you.
Yeah. Anyway, big up yourself again, see?
All right, big up yourself here.
All right.
All right.
Blessed love.
Blessed love. Oh, boy. Yeah. So as we bring this one to an end, that was a good one. Y'all remember her? She called and talked about her son. And you know, we over here talk about life and immigration and all other kind of situations and stuff like that, and not everybody straight, and why I couldn't vote one way. I mean, I see how few people really come through the door and then close it in other people's face and so them kind of something there. 18 years she hadn't seen her son. So I can't imagine how she feel when him walk through airport. Yeah, me feel good for her. Joy and happiness. So yeah, as far as this, let's close it out with, keep on going with the ending of this. This is the best interview since Vybz Kartel's Freedom, and it took a team to do it. It also wasn't done fancy schmancy kind of thing. And I will pick up where I left off, and I'm encouraging you to fix a drink, get your food together, listen and watch intently and intensely. The interview is long. It's like 2.5 hours long. Now, as for me wanting an interview with Vybz Kartel, me nobody want it. Me nobody want no interview from him. And it's not because he took long to answer me, because me know says a busy man, as we can all see. Me nobody want it because there's no way I can top what the Fix just did in that interview. When you watch the interview, make sure say you watch it. This is halfway through me just reviewing it. There's another halfway through. I'll be watching that too. For me, he's free. That's what me did want to see. And he's doing big things. That's what I wanted to see. So I'm seeing all that already. I'm not gonna run down the interview. Sometimes things happen to keep you in your lane where you are great at, and you just continue to excel in that lane. So I'm gonna stay in my lane and continue to excel in my lane. And big up to the Fix. And I'm sending everybody over there to go watch this interview. As soon as we're done with this, I'm going to put the link in the description and pin it as the first comment. Just click that link and it will take you right over to it, where you can see what I call the best interview for 2024. Remember, the end of the year is here. So we're going to be talking about soon the wildest stories for the year that we covered so far, the biggest moments for 2024 as we head into 25 as we do every year. This interview right here, they ended the year in perfection. This is it. This is it. And with that said, we're going to leave it right there. So this interview deserves millions of views, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to get it. The name of the interview is Vybz Kartel Unleashed, Bounty Killer, Black Rhino, Idonia, Alkaline, Mavado, Sir P, Popcorn, Shorty. It has a long headline. But like I said, I'll copy the link, paste it. You just hit that link in after type in all that. All right. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. What's up with SouFlo and these damn shirts? Go to my shirt them. Crystal G said, what's up with SouFlo and these damn shirts? Merry Christmas to each and every one of you who celebrate it. If you don't celebrate it and Kwanzaa is your thing or whatever else is your thing, then happy that to you too. But tomorrow, Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas to those who do celebrate. And again, the shirt I have on, Let me see if I can stand up also. That shirt here, and the back of the shirt is like this. Let me take this off so I can show you. The back of the shirt is like that. And the front of the shirt is like that. All right. I'm wearing a 2X. And you can go over to, it's pinned in the comment section right there at the top of the chat. That Lesareva _ print press. They have way more of these in different colors and different designs, not just this panel, right? Go check that out too. Hey, have a wonderful one, man. Get with your family if you can. For the people who don't have no family and nobody around them, you know, I keep you in my prayers. Big up on yourself. Walk good and go with God. Like my granny said, you can't be good, be careful. And like my grandfather said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.